Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
I guess I got my swagger back.
Yeah.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Are you ready?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Hey, you up yet? You're hanging out in Johnny's house.
XL 1067.
Good morning. It is 6 o'clock. Orlando's #1 hit music station. It's XL 1067. You are listening to Johnny's House. It is Tuesday. Hurricane Ian is on everyone's mind. Category 2. We'll start feeling some effects on that starting later today, tomorrow through Thursday. Today is going to be mostly cloudy. There is an 80% chance of a thunderstorm. Heat index of only 91. 77 this morning.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So Kelly Ripa has a little memoir coming out, and it's called Live Wire, Long-Winded Short Stories. So she's just talking about everything, including Regis and working with Regis. She said that was actually one of the hardest characters or people to write about.
Okay.
Just because she didn't want to feel like she was slamming anyone or that she was being disrespectful because, he passed away like a couple years ago.
He did,
Had a heart attack.
Kind of quickly.
Yeah. So, but she's like, listen, I wanted to let people know that it was not a cakewalk working with Regis, but I didn't want to slam him.
Yeah. Well, look, we were when we visited the show. Regis had a penthouse right across the street.
Yeah.
He'd come over 45 minutes before the show.
Yep.
Knock out the show. He'd do the meet and greets behind the scene, and his security walked him right back home.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would have ever thought it was a cakewalk because she walked into a show that was established
For
and
years.
he had already been the man.
Yeah.
So he wasn't changing his ways.
No.
Who was there before Regis?
Kathy Lee.
Kathy Lee Gifford.
Yes, that's right. I remember. Okay, so but what they were saying is that she was like, listen, he would come to dinner that I hosted all the time. My favorite nights are when he would come over and we would laugh. But yeah, it just was not a cakewalk. It was a little difficult sometimes, but he was like one of the best people to work with.
He did 2 shows on Thursday so he can get out and go to his house up in the
Hamptons,
in the Hamptons.
He was a really personable guy, but you could tell that when he was ready to turn it off, he made his little security signal and they came and he was gone.
out.
Good for him. So the live action Barbie girl is coming out, and it's with Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, and Margot Robbie has come out and she was like, these pictures are absolutely the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her. Like whenever they're filming and paparazzi catches up to them and they're like dressed up as Barbie and Ken.
Yeah.
They do look ridiculous.
She's like, this is the most embarrassing, disturbing pictures I've ever seen of myself.
Here's the funny thing. She's the one that did the scene in where she had no underwear on.
Yeah.
And she said this was the most.
She was like, this is the most embarrassing thing
Wolf
ever.
of Wall Street. Yeah.
Yes.
And she plays Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad where she looks ridiculous.
Doesn't matter. She was just saying, seeing herself dressed up as Barbie and like
I can imagine.
like there's one picture floating around of them wearing like roller blades or roller skates or something like that, and she said it's so embarrassing. But Aqua's Barbie Girl, the song that everybody knows, it's actually not going to be in the movie because they said it was going to be too cheesy to throw it in there. But I'm like, you're talking about Barbie Girl.
That song is just extra cheese. Goodness.
Yeah. So, but obviously, like Aqua is excited because Barbie Girl is going to
it'll take off again.
Exactly. I thought this was a joke. The Pro Bowl.
No, this is a great idea.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but I thought it was a joke at first. I was like, hold on. And then I saw it on other news outlets. But they're saying that the Pro Bowl is actually being turned into a flag football game.
Yeah, because the skill challenge was kind of, it was boring.
Well, they're doing a skills challenge because the game was so bad.
Yeah.
Like, because the best part I thought of old school Pro Bowl weekend was the quarterback challenge.
Yeah.
That was so they're going to do stuff like that, which is entertaining because the game is trash.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're revamping everything just because the game is like really boring and nobody tries. They don't want to get hurt and all that stuff. So it's turning it into a flag football game, and then the week leading up to it is going to be like a week worth of competitions that everybody can like watch and everything. It's going to go down in Las Vegas. So if you want to check it out, February 5th, it's happening.
I remember they tried to do a flag football game years ago with some of the vets. And they were all getting hurt.
They did it on the beach.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. A dude, like a really good player, blew his knee up.
Done.
Because you can't run on the beach.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I just think it's going to be really funny to watch them play flag football.
It was pretty bad. All right, 6:05. This is Johnny's house. 607, Orlando's number one hit music station. This is Johnny's House. Let's see, it's going to be raining today. There's a 80% chance of that. We still have a heat index, not like it used to be. It's about 91. It is 77 now. Hurricane Ian, Cat 2 right now. And they said, we're kind of figuring out where it's going, the track that it's going. Just be prepared. Tomorrow and Thursday, it'll be mostly weather shows. We're trying to, I guess we're trying to keep it as normal as possible until we can, not making light that there is a hurricane that is coming our way. It is definitely coming our way. But there'll be 2 days of us just talking about weather and making sure we find things for you and what your concerns are and stuff like that. So today, we're going to try to keep it as normal as we can,
I've
as much as we can.
been playing this for 8 years.
I got it. It's coming right for
And finally, it really is.
Finally.
For the first time ever.
I remember you playing that in January.
Yes.
But now it's happening, and a lot of people. We're going to talk to you the first time you're dealing with hurricanes, and the thing that is worrisome if you have family outside the state, like my mom. All she does now is watch the news and wrestling. That's her thing. And so she's like, "So are you okay?" "Mom, fine." "What's the weather like?" "Well, the sun's shining right now." Because if you just watch the national news and the cone of possibility, and then they show Orlando, right there, and they're talking about wind, and these things will happen. It's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
But, I said, no. I said, Mom, I've been here 32 years. I think I know how to handle it. What they're saying, I know what they're saying. I'm listening to the same thing you're listening to. We should be okay. Do you have supplies? I got the supplies I need. I guess I'll be okay. But that's when you start getting those calls from people up north. And the same thing when you hear that when it's snowing up up north, you call up there. "Hey, you guys are okay?" "No, it's snowing in."
My family is losing it. They're so worried for us.
I know. "Do you need to come up here?"
Yeah.
I said no. And I was going to go home this weekend, but the storm is going up there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I said, "Well, Mom, I ain't going to make it home this weekend." I understand. Got to be there, protect your house. My house is fine.
Well, we won't. We could lose power for days.
Yeah.
That part we don't know yet.
Yes.
So for us, I think the after will be worse than the during, but we'll see.
There'll be areas that, if you live in an area that's prone for flooding, you'll get that. People will lose power. That's going to happen.
They've already evacuated some of the areas that are prone, like in Seminole County, some of the flood areas. They've already told you to get out.
Yeah. Those areas. That's going to happen. And then the rain is going to be kind of like nonstop from tomorrow up until like Friday. Late Thursday night, Friday morning. But we're going to keep you updated as much as we can. We have Fox 35 on in the background, and we're getting updates as much as we can. But like I said, we'll try to be as normal as we can today because tomorrow and Thursday it'll be weather, and just making sure that you're informed. So here's the thing: y'all should know what's up. You know what you need. If you're new to it, we're going to talk to you here coming up shortly and try to get you through this. If you've been living here your whole life and you're just now hearing about it, how did you do it?
Yeah.
What life do you have?
You watch no news and you follow no news sources on social media.
Nothing.
That's the only way.
I'm like, how do you not know? I'm just kind of curious.
Even if you don't follow news sources, though.
Yeah.
Everyone word of mouth.
Everything.
Something.
You had to go to a store.
It's like, why is there no water?
Yeah,
why is the gas station line so long?
You think that's possible?
Well,
I don't know.
I guess you might ask that, but outside of 10 o'clock, I won't talk about weather again until tomorrow. So, I'm not going to go around outside of this box and discuss the storm.
But you'll see on social media somebody putting up a map or
right,
something
because
like
I follow
that.
it. Yeah, but if you didn't,
I
don't know why you'd talk about this. I guess if you love weather.
Yeah.
I don't.
Man. Oh, dude, I had to tell my kid. Listen,
you were going to talk about it a lot.
Lord, are you kidding me? I said,
I really want him to call in.
I told him, I said, hey, listen, I don't need all that information today, but tomorrow and Thursday, it's on. All right. I know you want to feed me all the information now. Just let me know where it's. Okay. This kid is,
Let's get a weather update from Alex.
I'll try. He gets on, when we have him on, he thinks he needs to be radio. Hello. He's like, hello. I'm like, who is this? Well, the weather. I'm like, no, I'll talk to him. But yeah, he's in he's a moderator of some weather. I don't even know if they know the kid is 13, and all they do is, I look in there, and all they do is talk about weather. And then this one guy goes, well, what he told me is that because of the rain that we've had here in Central Florida, that the grounds are still saturated. And I'm like, we ain't had rain in about 4 days, son.
It's been a couple.
He goes, I said, where's that guy telling you that information from? Well, I think he's in California. Well, you need to tell him we going to be fine as far as that is concerned. That's why I'm afraid to get him on, because he regurgitates whatever he hears from those.
Every hour we have one from our national.
Yeah.
But if he's better, let's replace them with him.
We might try him out. The kid, since he was, he loves this stuff, man. I got to sit there and listen. I was trying to watch a show last night. I'm like, you know what? I was talking to myself while he was talking. This is an important time in his life, and you need to engage. This is what I'm saying in my head.
At least he's passionate about something.
I know. We'll find out. All right, let's get it started. First call of the day. Be the first one we talk to. You got to call us up. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Let us know what is on your mind. It could be the storm. It could be anything. Be the first one we talk to. First call of the day. It can be you. It can be you if you call us on Johnny's House. Johnny's House 623. Hurricane Ian is now a Cat 3, and I think it's heading over Cuba as we speak. Here it's going to be mostly cloudy. Chance of a thunderstorm today is about 80%. Heat index of 91. It is 77 right now. We'll keep you updated throughout the day, and tomorrow will be straight storm mode. Today we're going to try to keep it as normal as possible. All right, it's time for the first call of the day. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Be the first one we talk to today. Anything on your mind, whatever it is, you'll be the first one. Kick the whole show off. Yesterday, just trying to get things in order for the storm that is going on. Took a nap, still kind of suffering from Vegas. That jet lag stuff is real, man. That first night we stayed up all night, that was bad. It was good. Extremely good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But bad for the system. Then picked the kid up from school and talked about weather for 4 hours nonstop, even before dinner. And helped with a little bit of homework, and then took him. I told him, I said, hey, what do you want to, hold up for the storm? And he said, I think I need to protect Mom. So you don't mind, do you? No. And I want you to make sure you update her weather as much as you can. Tell her all the weather you need. So he's going to be with her during the storm. And that was about it. Miss Ray.
It was good. Had some podcast issues, so if you were looking for the podcast, it is up now. So
I looked all day. I couldn't find it.
Don't at me.
Whenever it doesn't go up on time, my mom goes, so you ain't work today?
Oh, no.
Yeah, Mom worked today.
No, we did. Ray didn't.
It was a company-wide issue, so it wasn't just here. But it is up, yesterday's podcast, if you want to see it or listen to it.
You handle it better than Brian. They used to hit Brian. You got one job. I'm like, Brian, please.
Well, because they don't say that to her whenever they do it. They say, hey, I just can't find the podcast. They used to hit me with, dude, you got one job. And I got 10. There's plenty of people here that have one job.
They're just
Find them.
A little bit, they're gentle on me, so thank you. I appreciate that. Other than that, though, I went home. I did some laundry. I did take a nap because I felt like I was lifeless.
Yeah.
At one point, like I looked in the mirror and I didn't even recognize myself. I'm like, oh, I need to
here's
go to
the cool
bed.
thing. Through the show yesterday, you were fine. So when did you hit that wall?
It was probably like 12.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 12-ish. And so I watched the weather and just hung out with the kids. I missed them, so.
Very good. B, how about you, man?
It was all right. I'd get some stuff done around here because I don't know what's going to happen with the weather, so I got to make sure I get all my stuff done because if I lose power at home, I can't work from home.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on. So I did that, then helped the kid with some homework. He had football practice because they canceled everything after yesterday. So after school today, he'll come home, and there'll be no extracurriculars. So they did a late football practice. So we cooked dinner and got my to-do list ready for what I got to do for the storm. But today's my only day to get it done because it'll hit during the show tomorrow. So I got to do that today, and then
I got to move furniture.
We watched finally watched Survivor because it started last week when we were going to Vegas. So I didn't get a chance to watch it. It was 2 hours, so I didn't want to watch it last week. So we finally watched our first episode. So our Wednesday date nights are back. It's back on the couch watching.
So when
Survivor.
you watch Wednesday, you'll be caught up.
Yeah. I'm caught up now.
Oh, you caught up? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
There'll be a new
That's
episode
right.
tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah.
So I mean, assuming I have power, I'll stay. I'll stay because we don't let Survivor slip because then we'll see about it and it's our date night thing. So.
Do you live in an area that normally loses power? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know in this house.
Yeah.
In my last house, yes, because the boxes were low and so they would get a lot of water on them and then cut the power.
Yeah.
So, but in this house, we're at the top of the hill, so I don't know yet.
I don't either. And I think my old house, yes, and downtown. If the wind blew, we lost power.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We just knew it. I was prepared. Get ice.
The plus side, from my back porch, I see a hospital and Cinderella's castle. They both need power.
Yeah, that is true.
Maybe it'll hook us up quick.
That is true. Chris, how about you?
Yesterday was good, chilled during the day, and then I went, closed the bar, my typical Mondays, and then after the bar, I actually went home and stayed up for the Cowboys game.
Yeah.
I got to watch that exciting victory over the New York Giants.
How y'all doing it, man?
How am I doing it?
I say, how are they doing it?
Oh, they are 2-1. Cooper Rush, man.
They are.
He's the next Tom Brady.
Yeah. When you going to let us make that big announcement for you?
We can do it whenever.
Well, I'll make it unique. I mean, we just can't do it like that.
He put it on social already, so people are already hitting him up. Yeah.
Right. XL, good morning. Who's this? Hello?
Good morning, John.
Yes.
Good morning. How are you? Are you ready for the storm?
Are you calling to ask if he could hunker down with you?
Can he?
No, I can't.
That would be nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. I can't hunker down with
really
you.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I just had to say hi because with the storm, I might not be able to talk to you guys this week.
Yeah? Are you prepared? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just hoping my flight doesn't cancel.
Where you going?
I'm leaving Friday to Chicago for a wedding.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got a little wedding date? Who's your little wedding date?
It would have been nice if it was you, but
He has to work.
Yeah, you know I can't go to weddings with you. We first have to meet, Nelly. I've never met you. I don't even know what you look like. You handed me a bag and ran off. You handed me a bag of Grand Marnier saying, hey, once you see who the bag is, you know who I am. But don't open it till I'm gone. Now, I look left, look right, poof, gone. You are out of there.
But wouldn't it be exciting you meeting me the day we just fly out together? And
No.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bad dating reality show.
Really?
Join
No.
that Mile High Club.
No, I know. Dag, Ray. I just met the woman. All of a sudden, I'm going to meet on the plane.
Listen,
All of a sudden, hey.
Ray just said you have hoe-like tendencies.
That's what she basically said.
She said it without saying it, but she said
That's
it.
what she said. Meet at the airport, do it in the bathroom.
Listen, she's been reaching out for a long time.
Yeah.
yeah, he thinks we haven't met, but we did. I actually volunteered.
For Baby DJ?
Baby DJ.
Wow,
yeah.
she's
Girl,
got
you know we have
And I have a picture with me and you.
You were starting to sound like Rose from 2.5 Men.
I take pictures. Baby DJ, you know that. We usually have 120 volunteers a day.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, can I take a photo? And I said, sure.
Well, we were in the lobby. My knee was hurting really bad. And you said, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine.
This is
And
how
then-
Penthouse Forum starts.
My daughter was with me, and we took a picture. I said, can I have a picture? And you said, yeah.
That's how you do it. And then you say, I'll say, yeah, but on the radio, I'll go, hello, John. I was right in front of you.
We'll meet again.
No, we won't.
We will.
No, we won't. We won't meet again.
We will, John.
No, we won't.
I'm telling you, we will.
I'm sitting here telling you we won't.
Okay.
I am nice. How am I being unnice? Nelly, am I being mean to you?
No.
See, Ray?
It's okay.
No.
Because we're going to meet.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
And we're going to meet.
No, we won't.
We're going to meet, John.
Not gonna happen.
We're going to meet.
No matter what you
No.
say.
Don't buy me a seat for that flight because it'll be empty. Well, listen, you make sure that you stay safe until you get on your flight and have fun at your wedding.
I will. Thank
All
you. You guys are
Always
great.
a pleasure talking to you, Nelly. All right.
It's always a pleasure to listening to your voice, John.
Okay, bye. Bye, Nelly. Bye, bye.
Wow.
Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. And bye, bye. All right, listen, we come back. We're going to find out if you're dealing with your first hurricane, you hear from somewhere else, and this is your first time. We're going to talk to you coming up next on Johnny's House. 6:39, Johnny's house. We got Hurricane Ian, a Cat 3. This should be going over Cuba this morning. We're going to update you top of the hour. Tomorrow and Thursday, we'll be starting to feel the blunts of everything that's going to be happening here. There is an 80% chance of a storm here with a heat index of 91, 77 right now. There's a lot of people that's moved here since the pandemic to get away from where they're from. And if you've been here so far, it's gotten really hot, had a really hot summer. And now you're like, okay, what is this thing, this hurricane thing? And now you have to deal with that. We want to find out and talk to you if this is your first time being in Central Florida and having to deal with a hurricane. And I remember the first time that I moved here was a long time ago. I didn't know what to expect because I did live through a hurricane in Charlotte, and it was like a hit Hugo, and it was bad. I mean, it was really bad. I remember that the sound of a train and the your ears popping and compression and all like that. We haven't been hit with anything like that, but I remember being just petrified. And hanging out with some people who worked at the radio station because I didn't know any better, but they drank.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are y'all doing? Well, we're having a hurricane party. Hurricane party? What are you talking about, hurricane party? No, that's when, the first night, once they say that there's no work, you go to someone's house and you drink and you cook up their food because they probably won't have any power. And like, I don't know.
And the thought is if you're not on the coast, you probably won't deal with a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So, you can let your guard down a little bit. That's the thought.
And I remember watching, I'll never forget watching the news, and they're talking about, yes, it was going to come through. The waves in Daytona is amazing. People should be hunkered in and then hunkered down. And then, they were out at the beach, and there was people surfing.
Yep.
And people walking up and down the beach. And I'm like.
Yeah.
And then I realized I wouldn't do it, but I bet it's a natural thing to be out there and see a storm, I wouldn't do it myself, but I get. Back then I didn't get it. I didn't know what was going on.
And if you're a surfer here, that's the biggest waves you'll ever see.
Oh yeah.
So they love it.
Yeah. So Ryan, you've been here your whole life, so it's just been a part of.
Yeah, my first hurricane was 1979.
Yeah.
It was Hurricane David, and it hit New Smyrna side. Like it came up the right side of the state. Usually they don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But at the time it did. So it came up the right side, and so the closest it got was New Smyrna. So I remember that, and then I've been here for all of them in between. Yeah. But we've never been like devastated in Central Florida. We've had some problems.
Yeah.
What was that year we had like 4 of them?
04.
We were on a cruise.
Yeah. Yep. That's the year my wife was pregnant with Jaden.
And I'll never forget, we were coming back, and we were in Miami, and we were driving back, and we saw billboards twist. I'm like, what the heck happened here?
Yeah.
It was horrible.
They crossed the state, like all of them. They crisscrossed the state, yeah.
Ray, how old were you when you saw your first one?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember because I've been here since I was like 6, 7 years old. But the year that I do remember is the year that we had all of those.
Yeah.
Because I missed so much school.
Yeah.
I would have slumber parties with my friends. And
you were in school?
Yeah.
We were right here.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I remember I was in school and they were like, nope, school's canceled again. And then there was another one and then it was canceled.
Now, at that phase in your life, was that a bad Ray getting better or a good Ray who was no longer bad?
I was on my way to becoming a bad person.
Oh, to become a bad person. Yeah. So you started cutting school and hanging out at those hurricane parties.
Yes. Yeah.
It might have been the weather's fault.
I blame the hurricanes.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm going to do from here on out.
Because if you had school, you wouldn't have had to hang out with them.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Since I didn't have school, I was drinking Natty Light.
Chris, you've been here your whole life, right?
I've been here my whole life. The first one was 92, Hurricane Andrew. I don't remember it, but like Ray, the first ones I remember were the 3, Hurricane Charlie, Ivan, and Gene. I remember
Andrew, and I was new to town, and they had a club in Winter Park called Club R, and I'll never forget being in that club because I didn't want to be at home. I ain't know anybody. And I just remember the windows in this club just shaking. I'm like, man, it's raining pretty hard. I know it's a hurricane. I had no idea. I want to find out from you if this is your first time dealing with a hurricane and with the news, and because our boss is his wife is afraid. She doesn't know what to expect.
Yeah, he was like, he pulled Johnny to the side yesterday. He's like, what do I tell my wife?
What do I tell her?
She's freaking out.
I'm like, well, I mean, just tell her that we're going to get some rain and wind. This is what I told him. I said, those afternoon storms that we've been getting every afternoon that lasts for about an hour, 45 minutes, well, it's going to last for a day and a half, and the wind's going to be a lot stronger.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen, And I said, man, listen, give us some options. Say, hey, we can stay here, and there's some hotels that got some specials going on,
Yeah.
He said, no, we're going to ride it out. I'm like, okay.
I mean, that's all well and good. Usually the part that is bad about that is if you lose power.
Yes.
And you got kids.
You got threes. You got triplets. Yeah. All right, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can text the XL Mobile is 41067. Social media, live stream. We got all that stuff up and running. We want to hear from you if this is your first hurricane you're dealing with, or can you remember, coming from somewhere else, dealing with your first hurricane. We can help people through this thing together, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it together. We want to hear from you. If you got any questions, we'll try to answer them for you. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Your first hurricane. Let's talk about it on Johnny's House. Johnny's House 653, Hurricane Ian, Cat 3. We'll have an update. What is top of the hour, Brian?
Yeah, there'll be a new update with like some coordinates and some speeds and stuff like that. Yeah,
Maybe 7 minutes away from that. Here locally, 80% chance of a thunderstorm, gusty winds, heat index of about 91, 77 right now. I want to find out if this is your first one, your first hurricane you've ever had to deal with. We want to know all about it. Rhoda, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Well, good. You sound all excited and up to date.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Good for
There's
you.
Nothing you can do.
No, but some people are tired this time of the morning. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon for you.
Oh, I'm ready to go, baby. I'm ready to go.
How much coffee have you had? Just kind of my own curiosity.
I don't drink coffee. Can you imagine myself on coffee? Holy
No,
moly.
I can't. I cannot imagine you with coffee.
high on life.
I'm telling you, keep that energy going, girl. Goodness. All right, your first hurricane.
Okay, so I was fresh out of college. I was working in one of the local theme parks,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Charlie.
Oh, wow.
And I did not expect that. Oh, my gosh. I'm from a third world country that deals with hunger and death every day.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, my gosh, nothing is going to faze me. Nothing on this earth can faze me. That was terrifying.
Wow.
It's just so unpredictable.
You didn't have any.
Yes.
You didn't have any coworkers at the theme park that didn't try to comfort you and tell you, hey, everything's gonna be okay.
Well, I was fresh out of college. I was doing a college program in the park, and I couldn't stay in college housing because I'm a girl.
Yeah.
So I was pretty much on my own, living in Kissimmee, and I was not expecting that.
Wow.
That was a lot of wind. We lost power for several days. It was pretty bad.
Wow.
It
So
was bad.
how are you now? Now that was a while ago. How are you at hurricanes now?
Well, I mean, I'm okay now. I
Yeah.
know what to expect.
Yeah.
What can you do? You prepare.
Yep.
You prepare for the worst, but you hope for the best.
That's it. Well, listen.
There's no much you can do.
There's
And at
nothing
this
you can do.
point, if you're home, just prepare yourself. Make sure that you have flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
And you have plenty of water and food, and that's it. Enjoy it, and enjoy it.
That's all you can do. All right.
That's all you can do.
Well, thank you for taking us on that journey. You keep that energy going, Rhoda, okay?
Okay, guys, stay safe, everybody.
You
Please
too.
stay
You
safe.
too.
Don't
Be
do
safe.
anything dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. I haven't heard that when you do that. Don't do anything dumb.
Well, it's just because some people put like their generators inside the house,
Yeah.
and you're not supposed to do that, and it's like that's dumb stuff.
That is true. Jackson, good morning. Jackson.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
What's going on, Jackson? Your first hurricane.
My first hurricane, it was Hurricane Katrina.
Woo! Where were you?
Yeah. Man, I was New Orleans, downtown.
Woo! Oh, my
I
goodness.
was young, too. I was 11. I was scared.
I can imagine. Did you get busted out and all that stuff?
Yeah, our house is pretty sturdy. We were just outside downtown. It was rough, though. It was rough for a lot of my friends, a lot of my family.
Yeah, I remember Katrina because we were on the air. The bad stuff started to happen after it passed.
Yes.
Because it passed through, and then they noticed the water started to rise and just never stopped.
Man. And the stuff that was going on at the Dome at that time. Oh, my goodness, man. It was bad. It was really bad. Man, you got stories to tell.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, yes, sir. A lot of my friends. My dog didn't make it, but
oh no,
I was
So when you hear hurricanes and stuff like this, does it bring anxiety to you, or are you like over it?
A little bit. The Florida hurricanes, man, they haven't been that bad since I moved here. We only had a few, and they haven't been that bad. But I still get a little anxious.
Yeah, I got you.
Try to get my water.
All right. Well, you hang in there, Jackson. All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for calling. You too. Okay.
Help New Orleans is below sea level.
Yeah.
As a city, so
Yeah,
that doesn't
really.
help.
Ray, what did it say?
Mary said that her man is kind of worried. He just moved back to Florida in July. He's excited but nervous. He keeps asking what prep questions I need to have done and all that. So he's just trying to be ready.
All right, B, what's up with that?
The XL More powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check, call Dan Newland. Someone who's a home builder, they said after 92, all the codes changed. So it's usually not the hurricane, it's the tornadoes that pop from it.
Yeah. So. Okay. And Chris, what are you saying on the live stream?
We got Heidi. She said she lived in Lakeland during the hurricanes of '04. She said, screw this, moved back up to New York. She said she'd rather deal with snowstorms, but then moved back down to Florida back in 2010.
Mm-hmm. Had to come back, didn't you? Uh-huh. Whatever. Everybody be safe. Got an update coming up in a couple minutes. Ray, in celebrity news, what's going on?
Alec Baldwin could still be facing criminal charges because of that fatal rush shooting.
We'll find out together next on Johnny's House.
Expected to move over western Cuba during the next few hours and then emerge over the southeastern Gulf of Mexico later this morning. Ian will then pass west of the Florida Keys later today and approach the west coast of Florida tomorrow morning. Strengthening is expected later this morning after Ian emerges over the Gulf. It's expected to be a major hurricane by the time it approaches Florida's west coast. A hurricane warning in effect for Bonita Beach to the Anclote River, including Tampa Bay and the Dry Tortugas. A storm surge warning in effect for Anclote River southward to Flamingo and Tampa Bay. And a tropical storm watch has been issued for the southeast coast of Florida from Deerfield Beach northward to Jupiter Inlet. This has been an FNN News Alert. I'm Will Altoff.
I am Ed Sheeran.
This is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
106.7 Orlando. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so this story is kind of unfolding right now. Alec Baldwin could still be facing criminal charges in the Rust shooting. So the district attorney, I guess, is filing an emergency request, and they did it last week, asking that New Mexico Board of Finance basically for extra funds to assist them in bringing 4 possible criminal cases. Including, what was it, second-degree murder.
Yeah, so they were talking to a legal expert last night, and they said the amount they asked for was a lot, like $650,000.
Yep.
Okay.
So they said that indicates to them it's going to be probably some sort of murder trial.
Yep.
And they're going to bring in experts to rebut everything he says, so they need the money to pay for these experts to come in. And because otherwise they wouldn't need all of this money to do these trials.
She was only awarded, the district attorney was only awarded $317,000 in relief, even though she did ask for over $600,000. So her office is kind of like going back to like ask for more.
I mean, I get it. You had a gun, you pointed at someone, and that person died.
Yep.
But you're acting, you trusted that person gave you a prop gun for a scene.
Well, that's what they're trying to find out, because they were saying yesterday that they think a lot of that stuff probably isn't really how it went down.
Mm-hmm.
It's a revisionist history type thing, and that it was just an unsafe work environment.
Yeah,
altogether.
Yeah, altogether.
They're looking at the district attorney and like the local media and all that stuff. They're considering like all homicide things that they can look into. But you know, Alec Baldwin has maintained that it was an accident. Yeah. He said that it wasn't his fault. It was kind of deflecting blame on like the crew members and all that stuff who checked the gun and all that. So I don't know, but
he's the producer is another thing they said is going to come down to. So okay, let's say someone did do it. You're still ultimately responsible for everything that happens under that umbrella.
And everybody said it was an unsafe work
and
environment.
a lot of people said it wasn't safe.
Yeah.
So they said that his people are speaking as if he assumes he's going to get hit with something.
Yeah. And that's what they're saying. Her request is like urgent, and they're saying that these cases would be needed to be dealt immediately. So her emergency request for a ton of cash is like looking.
I mean, if he has good lawyers, they're gonna have to tell him the truth. Hey, they're coming at you, player.
Yeah.
You know, they're coming at you, so we need to get ready.
They talked to someone, and they were anonymous about it last night because they were doing a bunch of legal experts. But the anonymous person said the way he's speaking to his inner circle is as if he won't be around for a while.
Yeah.
So they may actually lock him up for a minute. That's what
Didn't he just have a baby?
That's what a source says, but
I don't know.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, Brad Pitt is looks like he could be dating again Emily Ratajkowski. She's like the beautiful model that was in the Blurred Lines video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she is, I know we always mention the age, even though it doesn't really matter. He's 58, she's 31, but people have been speculating for a while now that they have been dating, even though Brad's people said that he's not dating. But yeah, they've been seen together multiple times, so they're thinking that those two are together.
Yeah, he had a baby on the 22nd, their 7th child together.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe that's what they were talking about, because they were talking about how he's bracing his family for him not being around for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
That sucks. Also, Lil Wayne turns 40 today.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, I'm just
He
glad
started in the game.
He's alive.
He was like 15 or
Yeah,
something.
I'm just glad he's still alive.
Yeah. I mean, Ray, how many times can they pull a plane over and land because you stop breathing because you're drinking too much lean?
Yeah.
Sooner or later, it got to sink
He's got a problem
in.
with seizures and all of that. But yeah, so he turned 40. And the cool thing is that today he's going to be honored by the National Museum of African American Music in Nashville. So they learned that they're unveiling like a special exhibit in his honor for his birthday. Also, like Vanderbilt professors are going to go to the event and like have like a whole exhibit for his 40th birthday. But yeah, I mean, he's started early in the game, and he turns 40 today.
Yeah, I'm glad he stopped drinking that lean. That stuff was killing him. Good.
Yeah.
Goodness. All right. Trying to keep things as normal as possible because the next couple of days is going to be all about the storm. We're going to play Smarter in Your Hood on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station, 709. You are listening to Johnny's House. It is Tuesday, and Hurricane Ian is going to make its Category 3. It's making its way through Cuba with 125-mile-an-hour winds. It's going to turn into a Cat 4, and I think by the time it hits, it's going to slow down. And that's what they're saying. It's going to slow down. We're going to get a lot of rain tomorrow through Thursday. So tomorrow and Thursday will be big weather days, and we'll be concentrating on that. And we decided to make it as normal as possible. If you're listening right now, you know what's going down and what you should do. We're looking for 80% chance of rain today, gusty winds up to 15 miles an hour. That's going to go up way higher in the next couple of days. Right now, it feels like it's 84, but it's going to feel like with a heat index 91 later today. It's 77 right now. So if you're listening right now, you don't know there is a hurricane that is heading in, I think, in the Tampa area, because a lot of people are leaving. A lot of people are leaving, and it's good. It's good that the Rosen hotels have opened up. I think they have 3 or 4 of them. And they say, hey, you prove that you live here in Florida. We got discounted rates for you to come down. They're not charging extra fees for your dogs. And I heard there's a place, I ain't going to say what city or what town, that they were selling cases of water for how much?
$15.
Oh, my
Come on, y'all. $15 a case.
The best part is they promoted it. Like, look what we're doing for y'all.
Wow, thanks.
$15 a case.
Yeah, it's not a store.
No, it's not a store. Dag.
Yeah.
Wow. I remember a couple of years ago, their worst before they did the whole price gouging thing. It was these little mom and pop, not the the chains, but these mom and pop little convenience stores.
Yep.
They did not care. $16, and they say you don't want it. Keep moving.
That is terrible.
It is terrible, man. But it's good that the Rosen Hotel are opening their doors and say, hey, listen, if you want to get away from the storm, a lot of people are coming this way. Now, don't get it wrong. We're not out of the. We're going to get a lot of flooding. There will be power outages and wind gusts, and trees will fall down. There'll be a lot of people without power here between tomorrow and Thursday. Just make sure you got yourself as prepared as you can be, and we're going to find out what some things that are in your prep kit later on this hour. But right now, it is still time to have a little bit of fun before things get really, really serious. Smarter Than Your Hood. That's when we get 2 cities to compete to find out who is the smartest. And it's open challenge today. Open challenge, that means if you call up, you can represent your city. We'll start a tournament here after the storm. Brian, where'd you get these questions today, sir?
This is from Party Time Trivia.
Party Time Trivia. And they're pretty easy. And
I think so.
If you win today, we're going to hook you up with $25 PDQ gift card. Orlando's favorite chicken tenders are now available in Winter Garden. The menu includes all your favorite PDQ favorites, including hand-breaded chicken tenders, signature sauces, handcrafted sandwiches, delicious fresh salads, and hand-spun milkshakes crafted fresh in the stores every day. PDQ is just made better. 100% real, 100% made to order. And you're going to be there today.
That's the one I'm going to today.
All right, before things get real, get you some PDQ.
Try some of their new stuff.
New PDQ. Now, if you want to play and represent your city, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Having fun before the storm. Who's smarter than your hood? Let's play it next on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station. It is Johnny's House on a Tuesday. Hurricane Ian, Cat 3, that's now passing Cuba, is going to turn into a Category 4, and we should start feeling the effects of it later tonight. Definitely tomorrow and Thursday. But today, looking for a heat index of 91. Right now, it is 77. All right, having fun until we got to get real serious. And you should be getting serious about the storm anyway, at least getting your stuff together. It's time to play Smarter Than Your Hood. That's what we get 2 cities to compete to find out who is the smartest. And if you win today, you get $25 PDQ gift card. Brian is going to be, where you going to be today at 1 o'clock?
The one in Winter Garden, the new one.
Yep, it is brand new. 20. So you can do some damage with $25.
Oh,
PDQ.
yeah.
Okay.
Get some tenders. You can get, all the sauces, because that's my favorite part.
Oh, my God, me
That's
too.
what I'm
There's
talking
so
about.
many.
Like a gazillion sauces. They got great milkshakes, too.
That's what I'm saying. So if I ride by there at 1 o'clock, you hook me up?
Yeah, I'll throw a bag at you.
All right. See how that work, Ray? You see that?
Why?
Hey,
Why?
all right, Monica. Good morning, Monica. How are you? Hey, Monica.
You don't got to get out the car.
morning.
Just roll by, roll your window down. I'll throw a bag.
How you doing? How you doing, Monica? You doing good?
I'm good.
And what's,
Yes, I'm doing great.
What city are you representing?
Brockton, Massachusetts.
Whoa, Brockton, Massachusetts.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. And what's the weather like up there? You guys ain't worried about a hurricane, are you?
No, it's 58 degrees right now. It's going to be like in the 70s today.
Sounds lovely.
Man.
Dang, I want to go.
So there's no radio stations in Brockton, Massachusetts?
Yeah, there's radio stations here. Kiss 108 from Boston.
Yeah.
You just like us?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you. So we flying up to Brockton. What we gonna do? Monica? Where you gonna take us?
Off to work.
Okay, so I said we're coming up to visit you. Where you gonna take us?
I'll show you around.
Okay, boy, you sound like a whole lot of fun, Monica. A lot
They
of
got
fun.
good seafood up there, right?
Yes. Will you help us get some lobster rolls?
Yes, definitely.
I do love a lobster
They have the best lobsters in Massachusetts.
There you go. There we go. All right, Brian, we can connect to the line too. Representing a local city of Melbourne, Florida, Brandon. What's going on?
Good morning.
All right, so we're going to hang out with you. Where you going to take us?
We're going to go eat on the water. We're going to go to grills or river rocks, maybe up to the port. Eat and drink with a view.
There you go. Are you prepared for this thing that's about to hit us?
I'm ready.
There you go. All right, the way it works is we're going to ask you some very simple questions. The way you answer them is you yell out the name of your city. Now, we got to get a gauge of that. And on the count of 3, I'll need you to yell out your cities. 1, 2, 3.
Melbourne.
Brockton, Massachusetts.
Okay, see, Monica, let me help you with that one. See, you took too long to say that. You got to jump in and get Brockton. See, that we heard you loud and proud, but he came in quicker. That meant he would have answered the question. So we're going to try it again, and Monica, if you can go a little quicker, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Melbourne.
Brockton.
Okay.
Better.
That's better. All right, this is the way it works. Is if you get it right, you get a point. You get it wrong, we take away a point. Doesn't matter, because the last question is either for the win or the tie. All right, if you're ready. Again, when you hear the questions, don't yell out the answer. Yell out your city, and we'll give you a chance to answer it. Here we go. Not counting the jokers, how many cards are in a standard deck of playing cards?
Melbourne.
Brockton.
Brandon.
52.
52 is correct. Brandon got the point, representing Melbourne. All right, Chris.
How many sides does a cube have?
Melbourne.
Monica, nothing? Okay. What's this?
Well, it's too late now.
Too late now.
Okay.
Brandon.
6.
6 yes, that is correct.
Is correct. Monica, you do know how this is done, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Brian.
All right. Bruce Wayne is the government name of which superhero?
Melbourne.
Brockton.
Uh-oh.
Brandon.
Maybe she got the
Batman.
Batman is correct.
Is correct. All right. Now, this is where people get mad at us. Here's what's happening now. We have one more question. Brandon, if you get it right, you'll win. You happen to just blow them out of the water. Monica, if you get it right, we go to a tiebreaker. Monica, if you get it wrong, you've gotten blown out of this game. Are we all on the same page? Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, well, she said that quickly. She said yes.
She did.
All right.
Okay.
Ray, if you will.
Okay. What is the third place medal in the Olympics made out of?
Melbourne.
Brockton.
Brandon.
Bronze.
That is correct.
Ron is correct. Total blowout of the game. Monica.
She must have a delay or something.
Right?
Monica.
Yes.
All right, I want you to do me a favor. On the count of 3, I want you both to yell out your cities. On the count of 3, okay? As soon as you hit 3, yell it out, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Melbourne.
Brockton.
She got a delay. Gotta have a delay.
You think so?
Has to
Do
be.
they have PDQ in Brockton?
No, she wasn't going to win it anyway.
Yeah, I know. I just...
So she just wanted to play. Well, Monica, we're so happy that you were able to play the game, or at least you were involved with it. But thank you for calling us all the way from Brockton, Massachusetts, okay?
You're welcome.
Okay.
See, there was even a delay to the answer, so I think she has to be a delay.
Yeah, because that was a total blowout.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, congratulations. You're one that got yourself a $25 PDQ gift card, all right?
Woohoo! Thank you.
All right, you hold on a second, and we'll get some information and get you those PDQ gift cards. When we come back, we're going to find out about your prep kits. If you got them together, what's one necessity you need to have in it? You got to have it in that prep kit. We'll ask you that next on Johnny's House. Good morning, live streamers. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Hello, hello, hello. What's up, live streamers? The first one says hello. What do you get? The first one that says hello back. Who is it? Who is it? Well, it's not you, Jesse. Who is it? First one to say hello back. Going. There you go, Quincy. There it is. What's up, y'all? How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello. There we go. Hello. Hello. All right, you guys ready for this storm? Are you ready for it? Y'all all good? Hello back. Hello. What's going on? I forgot we got that bag of sweets. I'm gonna get a Andy. Whoop whoop! I want a trip to Vegas. Yeah. How'd you win a trip to Vegas? There's a delay on the stream too. Of course, there's a delay on the stream. You bought a can of paint yesterday. Yep, that's number 1 on the list. Make sure you got paint. Elvira, your daughter's birthday is today? I got gas this morning. I needed to get gas.
Yeah, me too. I got it yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Quincy, you ain't win the trip to Vegas. Oh, you messing with us, man. I want to know how's it messing with us that you got a trip to Vegas that you ain't win a trip to Vegas?
We already left Vegas.
All right, we're talking to you guys. You got any questions for us? Anything on your mind? Anything? What's up? We got a bag of sweets from one of the schools we went to.
Mm-hmm.
We go there, they always give us stuff. And one school just gave us a bag of, so much stuff that we try to share it. The Vegas experience was amazing.
Did you guys have to babysit Ray at all?
No, we just looked out for each other. You know. I think if anything, we had to look out for each other, all of us. Are we going to Lake Howell this year? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
No?
I have the list.
My alma mater.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Nope. Only lake is Mary.
When did you graduate Lake Howell?
2008.
I think we played basketball games there. Who was, do you know who, we had a couple guys on our team from Lake Howell.
Nick Calathis, Chandler Parsons, Joey Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Reggie Cohn.
Yeah.
He's the one who has all the records.
Mm-hmm.
That team is stacked.
What do you do with it?
What do you mean?
What do you do with basketball? What do you do after basketball? I mean, did you go to college for it?
Nick, Chandler.
No, Cone.
Cone. I think Reggie played in college, and then he became a coach. He coached Lake Howell, and then I think he coached in college.
Chandler Parsons got hit by a drunk driver.
Mm-hmm.
Hired Morgan & Morgan.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
He's on the commercials every day.
Yep.
Which one is he?
That blonde hair guy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
He was on the.
How much did he get?
It didn't say, but a lot.
Yep.
He had just signed a contract not too long before that.
He was on the was it All the Smoke podcast with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
His Kobe Bryant story is funny.
He turned a pretty big deal when he got hit, and I mean, he wasn't like he was an all-star anyway at the time.
Oh.
Timing is everything, and he
still money.
Oh yeah.
One thing Todd Miner said is, if you get one of those big checks, something bad happens.
Well, I mean, it ended your NBA career effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's on the.
I did not know that.
You'll see him again this morning.
Okay, when you see him, just say that's him.
He doesn't. It doesn't look like it because it's just a regular looking dude. But they show him walking with Matt, and you can see he's pretty tall.
I think he's what 6'10".
Yeah.
6'9".
I'll set up for the ghost. This is the quiet before the storm, y'all.
We were up all night every night. We got home at 3, 4 a.m. and then got back up at 7, 8 a.m. the next morning.
It was crazy. We did a lot of walking.
We took naps.
A lot of walking inside hotels.
And instead of slept, basically, we wouldn't. No, we were together the whole time. We were together the whole time. All right, we gotta work.
All right, guys, we gotta go. Peace. Listen to us on the radio. Johnny's House 736. It is Tuesday. Hurricane Ian, Cat 3, should be passing Cuba as we speak. We'll start feeling the effects of it later tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday. And I think, Brian, we're looking at something to say it might be tapering off of Thursday night.
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, it'll be past us by then, but you don't know what's going to be behind it. Yeah.
So you should be prepared. But for us today, 80% chance of rain, gusting winds up to 15 miles an hour, and currently it is 77. Now, you know you're supposed to get your prep kit. Now, some of y'all waited and said, where's it going to go? What's going to happen? What we do know, a lot of you will be without power. Expect that. Make sure you got batteries if you need those things. And there'll be some flooded areas. Those things are going to happen because we're talking about rain for like a day and a half. Nonstop and very breezy. So if you got to move your furniture, chairs, these are things that if you've lived in Florida past 2 years, these are things you have to do. Like I got to go move cushions and move stuff like that. I remember the first time I threw all my stuff in the pool because guess I thought that's what you were supposed
Oh my
to do.
gosh,
Well,
yeah.
you can.
You can, yes.
A lot of places do that.
Yeah, but I'm not a swimmer.
No, that's bad. Getting it out is a problem. But when my wife used to manage apartments, that's what they would do.
Yeah.
Put all the furniture in the pool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like we have a saltwater pool, so that would be bad.
They
if
would
we did
ruin
that.
everything.
Yeah.
You know, a little net that you try to get leaves off? I was pulling lawn chairs.
Yeah, that thing ain't very sturdy.
It's not at all.
What a mess.
I got to move my grill. I think that's the biggest thing because
Yeah.
it has actually blown across
really?
my deck
Yeah.
with just these afternoon storms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't trying to fish that out of the pool.
Now, hopefully you got your prep kit together. And, Ray, what are some things that you got everything together, but what are some last-minute items you got to go get?
Some last minute items.
Yes.
I need to get a couple bottles of wine.
Couple bottles of
just
wine.
for my sanity.
Mhm.
And I need to get one more of those like charging packs.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
because like I have one for
Yeah.
like in case, but I need two because I have toddler twins and I need them to have their tablet if the power is out.
I have one that's solar powered, but I cannot find it. And that means I got to go through boxes. I ain't trying to go through
Yeah,
boxes.
you can just go get another
Yeah, I
one.
got another. Well, they gave some out the other day. At
the festival.
Yeah,
At the festival.
I have that one charging. So
Okay.
but that's basically it. I mean, like I need to make sure that I have snacks for the kids.
Yeah.
And wine for me.
For me, I think I have everything that I'm going to have, everything I need. I'm one of those situations that, hey, if I ain't got it, I'll just improvise. I got the basics. I got water. I got ice. I got food. I got a gas stove, so I ain't worried about if the power goes out. I can still cook.
Oh, that's good.
The kid's going to be with his mom, so she's going to do the entertaining. It's just going to pretty much just chilling.
Yeah.
I just hope I'm not chilling in the dark. That's going to
Yeah.
be bad. But so I don't have anything that I got to have in my prep kit. B, what about you?
Yeah, same here. We have a bunch of batteries. We have a bunch of charging packs, a bunch of lanterns in case we need light.
Yeah.
I mean, we got snacks.
Yeah.
I do have. It's not a generator, but it's like a battery pack that I take on the boat when we're out in case we need to plug things in.
Oh, cool.
That'll work for a while on
Yeah.
some stuff. It won't run the house, but it'll work for a while on like some small things if we need it.
Yeah.
We got a liquor cabinet.
Okay.
That's straight up full. So
Okay.
of course
Perfect.
the rum.
The rum.
So
And Chris, what about you?
Like Brian, I basically just need beer.
Okay.
I'm good on
But
everything
don't you
else.
work in a bar? All you got to do is go grab something and take it home.
But
yeah.
that's all I need to grab.
So you drink hot beer? What if you don't have power?
Load up the cooler with ice. I have plenty of
I
ice.
mean, you got to do that. I mean, it's not like you can call the Ice Kings and they come and give you some ice. You got to make some step to go get
No,
the
I got plenty of ice.
You got
I'm
plenty?
good.
Oh, you good to go?
we learned years ago that if our power is going out for extended amount of time,
Yeah.
we're gonna go find a place to stay.
Yeah.
So our prep kit includes money that we've set aside
Yeah.
for staying somewhere. If
Yeah.
our power goes out for anything more than a day and a half,
Yeah.
we're out.
My neighborhood, I've looked around and there's people have these big boxes in their front yard, and I thought they were utility boxes. No, they're generators. I don't have a big box.
No.
I'm gonna be the only one in the neighborhood whose house is dark.
Well, if you made friends with your neighbors, you could join them.
Ray, I'm a friendly person. I wave and they look at me like, why is he home this early? And he leaves in the middle of the night.
Because you a drug dealer.
Yes, drug dealer. I don't get it. I know somebody in the neighborhood. A couple people. That's about all.
There you go.
Yeah. I want to find out from you, what do you have to have in your prep kit? You have the necessities you need, but you like Ray, like I need a bottle of wine. That's what I need. I got to make sure that the kids are entertained and they got the tablets charged up, but I got to have this. What is it for your prep kit you just got to have in it? We want to know. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL Mobile, 41067. Tell us in social media. And one of you, we're going to hook you up with Howl-O-Scream, SeaWorld Orlando, survive a house of horror, evade rampaging haunts, brave the coasters in the dark. Evil has surfaced in Orlando with a howl and a scream. Select nights now through October 31st. So if you want a pair of tickets, you got to tell us, what do you have to have in your prep kit? It got to be there. You got your batteries, you got your candles, you got everything else. But this little thing you got to have in yours. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Share it with us on Johnny's House. 7:49. It is Johnny's house. Hurricane Ian now Cat 3. Top of the hour. About 11 minutes. We'll give you an up to date coordinates on what's happening, where it is, where it's going from this point. It'll be happening at around 8 o'clock. But here locally, 80% chance of a thunderstorm, gusty winds. Right now it is 77. All right. Hopefully you got your prep kits together. You got everything you need. But is there special things that you need in your prep kit? We need to know about it. Going to hook somebody up with a pair of tickets to Howl-O-Scream at SeaWorld Orlando on select nights through October 31st. What do you have to have in your kit? Stephanie, good morning.
Good morning.
What do you got to have in your prep kit?
So it's kind of like a two-part answer. Unfortunately, me and my husband are LEO, so we're going to be activated. We have to go stay at the police station.
Okay.
So my mom's coming to watch the kids.
Okay.
And once those iPads go,
Yep.
they need what do you call the games? The board games.
Board games.
Games to actually play with. Right.
Now, Stephanie, how old are the kids?
I got a 2-year-old, I got a 5-year-old, and I got an 8-year-old.
Oh. Well, if I was you, I'd start off with the board games. So that way, because you can't go, you can go from board game to electronics, but it's kind of hard to go from electronics to board game.
Also, I got my kids like a ton of these like arts and crafts things.
Yes.
They always love doing that, like the paintings and all that.
Man, your mom loves you.
I know.
She's got no choice. She's got to work.
But not right. The
Yeah.
only other thing I also mentioned was because our air conditioning just went out for 3 days. We just got it
Oh,
back yesterday, last night.
Good.
We need a battery-operated fan just because if that power goes, the AC goes too.
Yeah.
And a 2-year-old doesn't know what's happening.
Nope.
She was freaking out. She was sweating. She
Yeah.
was running around naked, basically.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
Man.
yeah, those two, I have to have those things.
I was your mom. You called me. You were like, new phone, who this? who this? Oh, my goodness.
She loves her kids.
I
her
know.
grandkids.
Well, listen, you be safe out there. You hold on a second, okay? You and your husband, be safe out
you.
there, okay? All right.
Thank you.
All right, hold on a second. Wow. Sima, good morning.
Good morning, Johnny.
How are you, Sima?
I'm doing great, thank you. Yourself?
Good, good. Where you from? I detect a little accent.
Yeah, I've spoken to you before. I'm from England.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the St. Cloud, Kissimmee area. I hear a little bit of that in
Does
there.
have that little tinge
Yeah,
of
you got
Kissimmee.
Poinciana, a little Poinciana. Yeah. How did you deal with the Queen and all that stuff? Did it affect you?
I know, it was sad. It was sad. It was sad. I've grown up with the Queen, so.
How do you feel about
her everywhere, basically?
You know her?
No, not personally, no.
I thought you said y'all went to the same high school and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, that would make her
A royal.
her real.
I wish I can say that would be 95. That'd be pretty cool to be live that long.
How long have you been here?
9 years.
Yeah, I was going to say your accent is real strong. It's good, though.
Do you like the king?
Do I like the King?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't personally know him, so I can't really judge. But
you ain't know the Queen either.
I don't know. I don't know either.
She had a track record, I guess.
I'm just used to seeing her on all the money.
Gotcha. All right, so what do you got to have in your prep kit?
Right, I have to have Greek yogurt. No matter what. I'm all stocked up on Greek yogurt no matter what. I know if the electricity goes, they're going to have an ice cooler and I put ice in it and I have my Greek yogurt in there. I have it for breakfast. I put it in my smoothies. I don't know if I'll be able to have those, but
you got to have Greek yogurt
all the time.
Really?
Yeah, because it fills you up. Yeah, it's a very good food to have when you don't have other food because it keeps you full.
It stinks, though. Does it smell worse whenever it goes bad? Because it smells bad when it's good.
I've never had Greek yogurt.
When Ray eats it, I'm like, what you doing in here?
Oh, Greek yogurt is great.
It's
healthy.
stinks.
It's good.
It's healthy. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Keeps
right.
you full for at least 5 hours, 4 hours.
Okay. Well, Simon, you hold on a second, okay?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I love her voice.
Yeah. Linda, good morning.
Good morning.
What is something you got to have in your prep kit?
Well, this is my first hurricane. I've only been in Florida for a year, so.
How you feeling right now?
Told me,
How you feeling?
I'm a little nervous. I'm scared. I'm not sure if I should just pack up and go somewhere else or just. Because I'm a school teacher, so we're closed after today. We're closed for the rest of the week, so everyone said just pack up and go north.
Linda, people are packing up coming here.
Yeah. I mean, does it flood where you live when it rains hard?
Well, I used to live. No, I don't know. I haven't seen any water. I haven't seen any floods in Claremont. I live in Claremont,
yeah,
so I'm not sure.
You're
I don't
kind
see
of
anything.
up higher than a lot of people in Claremont usually.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, you should be okay. I live out that way.
Yeah. There are people from Tampa now. The highway is packed because they're moving here. They're coming here. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you should be okay.
So I'm safe.
I know.
Yeah,
Listen,
but,
no, hey, look, you're as safe as I'm as safe, and it's Ray is safe and Brian is safe.
Right? Yeah.
We don't know.
Okay.
Right now we're safe, but we don't know exactly what's going to go. A lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of it.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. So what do you have
So
to
the
have?
one thing
What do you got to have?
I have to have, the first thing on my grocery list was the nerds are now making this gummy cluster candy, and I'm addicted to those things, and I have to have those. If I'm going to be looking at rain and wind, I have to have the nerds clusters.
You like nerds?
Like those ropes.
The ropes. I saw the.
It's like the ropes, except they're little balls. They're not ropes, man. They're little balls. Yes,
Listen,
they're delicious.
Let me tell you something.
I have to have those.
Let me tell you something about nerds. That's the last thing you eat when you've trick-or-treated and everything else is gone. You got those little boxes of nerds. Get out of here! Get out of here!
Nerds are definitely in the topper echelon of upper echelon of candy.
Y'all gonna have that nerd new.
I agree with Brian.
Man.
They're the top.
They're up there. They're up there with Skittles and Starburst for sure.
Nerds are fantastic.
On my list is next to a candy corn.
No.
Oh, what is wrong with your taste buds?
Yeah, that's not even close.
That is disrespectful.
No.
It's candy corn or nerd. What kind of mood am I in today? I don't know.
Oh, no, it's terrible. Try the gummy clusters, though. They're really good.
The gummy clusters. So I don't like nerds, but you're going to try to get me to get them in clusters. Okay.
A bunch of them stuck together.
I know I love it then. Linda, you hold on, okay?
I mean, they are straight sugar.
Oh, straight sugar.
Yeah, I mean, it is straight
It's like concentrated cotton candy because, that's 100%
This
sugar.
is coming from the guy that likes those candy hearts around Valentine's Day.
That's true. And you're the only person on earth that likes those.
I got a drawer full of them.
I know
Brian's
you do.
wife gave them to me.
I got them personalized ones one year.
Yes, sir. I love them. Ray, what they saying over there?
Lots of liquor and alcohol and wine, beer, battery charging packs, the battery operated fans, portable phone chargers.
Yeah.
And you always got to run to ABC before.
B, what they say?
Let's see. XM Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need a check. Call Dan Newland. Someone said they need raincoats and raincoats.
Some people don't know what that is.
You know.
Wait, what? Say it again.
That's old school.
That
is so old school. Wow.
Raincoats and raincoats.
Raincoats. Yes.
I get it.
Wow, that's old school.
I get it.
It says safety first, baby.
I can't believe. Wow. I haven't heard of
Pistachios.
it. Okay.
Let's see. Someone said they need stacks of books so they can read.
Good for them. Man.
Why they call it? That's stupid.
That's old school, man. Make sure you got your raincoat.
You never heard that?
No.
Yeah. Linda, because I insulted your candy, going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to check out Howl-O-Scream SeaWorld Orlando on select dates now through October 31st. Ray, what are you working on?
Fans are convinced that they use CGI tears on Kim Kardashian's face in the Hulu show.
All right, check it out. Johnny's out.
This is an FNN News alert. Hurricane Ian is a Category 3 hurricane with maximum sustained winds near 125 miles per hour. The storm currently moving over the western parts of Cuba and is expected to emerge over the southeastern Gulf of Mexico later this morning. Ian will pass west of the Florida Keys later today and approach the west coast of Florida tomorrow. Strengthening is expected later this morning as Ian emerges over the Gulf. Ian expected to be a major hurricane when it approaches the west coast of Florida. A hurricane warning in effect for Bonita Beach to Anclote River, including Tampa Bay and the Dry Tortugas. A storm surge warning in effect for the Anclote River southward to Flamingo and Tampa Bay. A tropical storm watch has been issued for the southeast coast of Florida from Deerfield Beach northward to Jupiter Inlet. School districts across the state closed today ahead of the storm. This has been an FNN News Alert. I'm Will Altoff.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
This is Dua Lipa.
Hey, it's Lil Nas X.
1067
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so I'm going to put the video up on the XL1067 Instagram story if you want to see it. But they're saying that the show's editors gave Kim Kardashian's fake tears during.
What was happening?
Okay, so it was when she was doing like an interview and she got emotional about her sister Chloe and her ex Tristan Thompson when they found out about the cheating scandals and all of that and like the other baby. So I don't know. Kim wishes for her sister like to have true love and all this stuff on the episode, but people are like making fun of the fact that they had to use CGI tears. Like that's where it has come down to. That's what it's come down to.
With them and that family and what's going on, anything's possible.
I know.
Yep.
They were like, she didn't touch her tears. They're fake tears. And the creator was like, you know, saying that they weren't, but there's a lot of people in speculation across the internet that's saying that it is fake.
There was some photo she did recently. Someone had zoomed in. I think she was in front of the ocean and realized that the wave was that they had
photoshopped it.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Dang.
Yeah. By the way, Khloe Kardashian, she has been seen with Michelle Maroney.
That's a good-looking fella.
Yes.
He's a very handsome man.
Yes.
If I can say so myself.
Very good-looking,
Yes,
and you know they were sitting next to each other in Milan for the I think it's like Fashion Week or something over there.
Is he a model?
He's an actor.
Oh, he's an actor.
So he's known for his role on 365 Days, I think it is.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
It's like a Netflix movie that he's a part of. So they were spotted together, but then they were saying after the fashion show, they were also spotted together backstage, and then in an after party, he had his hands around her waist, and like they were holding hands and holding each other. So there you go. Also, Kanye West, did you see him wearing those sandals?
Yes. No.
With freaking socks.
Hold on.
I swear.
The shiny ones?
Yes.
Hold on.
So he had like black leather pants on, and he was wearing some like Burberry just for like their spring, summer fashion show. But he was also wearing socks, flip-flops, and they were like diamond encrusted or like diamond trim on the sandals. So if you want to see that too, he looks like a fool.
I believe my Aunt Judy had a pair of those sandals back in the day.
Wow. Oh.
Do you see them? It looks so gross.
He does not care.
Nope.
No,
I think sometimes he said, "I'm gonna show you how powerful I am. I'm gonna go out here with these what was your aunt's name?
Judy.
Let me get them sandals on. I'm gonna walk around outside, sell them for $600, and in 3 weeks everybody's gonna be wearing.
Yep, that's the Yeezy Judy's.
Yeezy Judy's.
Yeezy Judy 7s.
I mean,
he's
sometimes
wearing
it's
right now.
like whatever when he wears socks with slides, but these are like flip flops. It goes in between his toes, which looks so gross.
And his toes look kind of weird.
Right?
Yeah.
He looks like an alien or
they
something.
They don't look like real toes.
I
And
know.
I'm not bashing the man. You see the photos for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
His toe looks like a finger.
Yeah. So Lamar Odom, on the other hand, his daughter just had like a big fashion event. So she's 24 years old, and she was actually the main person to open up the Couture Fighting Cancer second annual fashion show, which is really big for her. Now she's moved from New York to Los Angeles to live with Lamar and to pursue her modeling career. So he was there front row and center supporting her as well.
They asked him about that. Say, what do you think about your daughter's fashion? He said, I think it's great. Can I meet? Is Chloe here? Anybody see Chloe? Because I'd love to talk to him. If that man got another chance, he'd be the best man ever.
Yeah. So YouTube's age restriction on Nicki Minaj's new video, she's not happy about it.
It's that bad?
She thinks that YouTube is working with another label to sabotage her and limits the number of views that she gets.
Here's the thing.
Which would be crazy to think.
Here's the thing. it may not be true in this situation, but stuff like that does happen.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I mean, like, obviously there's some sexuality because it's Nicki Minaj, but like, come on. Have you seen Doja Cat's videos or any other videos?
Yeah.
Like, those are very bad. I mean, there's like butts, like nearly naked booties shaking and stuff like that.
There's
but
a lot of dirty stuff that happens in the music industry. A
I
lot.
know, but she's thinking that there is another record label, like a rival that's trying to like pay YouTube and the conspiracy theory that they're going to limit her views and everything. But I don't know.
It could. I don't
watch it right now and
I don't
find out.
discount. You can watch it.
It's the
Super Freaky Girl one.
Nope.
Which one?
That's another one.
Lickle Miss.
Oh.
No.
Well, it sounds like it could be bad.
It sounds like it could be real bad.
Yeah, so she's saying that they stopped getting views in like the first 24 hours or something like that. So that's why she was like, hold up.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
She's like, in the past, my videos have done this, this, and this. Now it just has that.
Yeah, and I know that they've been restricting like ads and stuff on some videos.
Well, it didn't ask me for my age, but it might know how old I am because I'm logged in.
I don't see no booty.
I see some booty. She's in the club, but it's like all
girl, go ahead.
She's doing the splits.
But I mean,
oh. That would hurt. Why would you do that? I've seen it in
I'm
clubs
saying
before.
there's been some dirty videos out there.
Why would you do that? I don't know why you would want someone to do that to you.
A lot of booty shaking.
That's what I'm saying. That's what she's saying. It's like, that's it.
Then diving on the floor in splits and booty shaking.
Shaking and slapping.
But that's just dancing.
Yeah. All
Yeah, I've seen videos she just put it in his face. But I mean, other than that.
All right, listen, we got a special edition of Side Takers. It has to do with the storm. Side Takers is you hear both sides of a story. A couple emailed us and say, hey, we need a solution to this. We're going to call them. You hear their side of the story, and you tell us who you side with. It's Side Takers coming up on Johnny's House. $809 is Johnny's House. It is Tuesday. Hurricane Ian, Cat 3, crossing over Cuba right now. As we mentioned earlier, we'll start feeling some effects later tonight, tomorrow, and then most of the day on Thursday. A lot of people who live in Tampa are making a road trip and moving down this way. We had talked to a listener and said, I'm thinking about getting away. I'm like, well, a lot of people getting away are coming here. So, but today we're looking at a heat index of 91. There's an 80% chance of a thunderstorm with gusty winds, and it's 77 right now. So this thing is about to whatever's going to happen, the weather event's going to happen is going to be happening starting tonight. And like we said, a lot of rain, a lot of things. Things you can't expect is that there will be people without power. I mean, on a normal day, people have, we have a storm here, people have power. And if you live in an area that's prone to flood, you need to get out because we're talking about once it starts, the rain's going to be heavy at times for like a day and a half. So,
and they can't send people out to work on your power until the storm passes enough to where it's safe. So you could be sitting there for a while.
So prepare for that, especially if you have little ones. They want to be entertained, and it's going to get hot, and all of that stuff's going to go on. And maybe nothing will happen. If that's good, that's great, but you need to be prepared either way. By this point, that's what everyone says, be prepared. You got your kit, you got this, you got that. It is going to go down. It is going to happen. It is heading this way. I'm going to be shocked to see what happens to Cuba. It's being hit by a Category 3. And then it's going to go to a 4, and they're talking about when it hits here, it'll slow down and hit us as a 1. But anyway, it's happening. We're in Vegas. I knew nothing about it. We left Vegas. We left for Vegas on Thursday. I didn't even know anything was out. It was on Friday last week. It's like, there was a hurricane coming to Central Florida. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Well, here it is. It's about to go down starting tonight, all day tomorrow, Thursday, and it should be most of the schools are closed tomorrow and Thursday, and then they'll make a decision on Friday. So that's where we are, and that's what we know. So tomorrow we'll be trying to help you find, places. If you got to evacuate, hotels. If you kind of find certain things, we'll try to locate those things, give you as much information as we can so we can all get through this thing together. For us, we like it. We enjoy having fun. We enjoy being on the radio and making – that's why we're trying to have as much fun as we can today, because the next couple of days, y'all are, I want no jokes. Tell us where we can find so-and-so. Well, whatever you want, that's what we'll try to do for you. All right, we got side takers. We have a couple, and it has to do with turning the air up during a hurricane or turning it down. And I'm looking through this. Did I read it right? They got a $1,000 power bill? Jeez.
He said that it could get up to that, yeah.
1,000. It's
a lot.
So what you're going to do is listen to their stories and then tell us who you side with. They'll both give their, hey, I think it should be this way. And that has to do with turning the air up during the hurricane. Should you turn it as low as you can so if the power goes out, the house stays cool, or leave it as it is? Well, anyway, when we come back, they'll tell you their side of the stories. You tell us who you side with, and I think they said they're going to do it. And that's what's coming up with Side Takers coming up next right here on Johnny's House. 820, Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. Johnny's house, Hurricane Ian is a Cat 3 at 125 mile an hour sustained wind and is crossing Cuba as we speak. Here locally today, you're going to have a heat index of 91, 80% chance of a thunderstorm, and right now it is 76. All right, the side takers, that we get two people. They write us a letter and say, hey, we got a little situation going on. We'd love to go on your show, discuss our sides, and let the listeners decide the outcome. And this one's kind of topical because they're dealing with it right now with a hurricane going on. The first thing you need to do is listen to their stories and then formulate who you want to side with. Don't solve it, but who you side with. First, let's say good morning to Jay. Jay, good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How we doing?
Doing good. MB, if you can connect that to line, that one there.
Yes, sir.
Lauren. Hey, Lauren. How are you?
Doing good.
Okay, you don't sound happy, Lauren. You all right? Lauren, like I'm on the darn radio. What do you think? All right, Jay, let's start off with you. Tell us your side. What's going on with side takers?
All right, so here's the deal. So every year, whenever we get a storm, I'm the one that wants to get ahead of the game, and I want to turn the AC down because if the power goes out, I don't want to be sitting in the hot, sweaty, sticky house.
Okay, nobody wants that.
So as soon as we see, as soon as it's coming up, we know it's getting ready to hit, I go ahead and I turn the AC down to 60.
Okay.
I'm going to let it run, and it's going to stay at 60 until the power goes out or the storm leaves.
Okay.
The problem is, my wife gets all cold and frozen, and she wraps herself up like she's a.
Hold on. We let her tell her side. We only want to hear yours.
Okay, got you.
So your thing is you like to turn the air down to 60, and your wife doesn't like it.
Correct.
Okay, Lauren. Now it's time for you. What's up with you? What's going on?
It's like being in an igloo. It's freezing. It makes the AC work more hard to keep it that cold, and it fogs up the window, which is super annoying. And then it runs up the energy bill, even though it might be like a short amount of time to run it like that. Is just like it's cold. And then if the power does go out, then it won't stay cool for that long, depending on like actually when it happens. And we also have 2 portable AC units with a generator. So maybe like 70 or like maybe 68. Let's bump it up a little bit. Cool it down, but bump it up a little.
When are you planning to start it? Let's say that he wins and you're going to go with running the AC. We're going to start like right now getting it ready?
Or tomorrow? Jay?
No, it'd be like tomorrow or Thursday, depending on how close we get.
You can't wait till Thursday.
Yeah. Now, how long have you guys lived here?
About 15 years.
And how many hurricanes have you gone through?
Shoot, I don't know.
We were here for Irma.
Okay, so have this method ever worked for you?
Irma was the last one where the power was actually out for several days.
Okay.
The other ones, I look like an idiot because the power don't go out. But
yeah, now you're all bundled up like an Eskimo.
Hey, but it is that way until it goes out. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
What was that, Lauren?
Caused us to get a generator.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
have the portable AC unit.
So you won't suffer anyway.
Yeah, if you have a generator.
But the portable AC unit, it doesn't cool the whole house.
Yeah.
It just brings it down from like 90 to 88. It's a little bit better, but it's not like it's not comfortable.
And Jay, what you're trying to do, you're trying to protect your family. You're like, listen, we're gonna put it down to that, and now, okay, even though it won't last that long, we'll still be comfortable longer than we would if we didn't have it.
Exactly. Who wants to hear 2 whining kids for a day because they're hot? I don't want to do it.
Yeah, me neither.
And Lauren,
sit outside.
Lauren, where are you from originally?
Arizona.
So you don't like the cold, period.
Right.
You left that part out.
Yeah.
You don't like cold, period. So for you, even though it's hot, it doesn't really bother you.
No. The humidity is different.
Yeah, because it is humid here and it's not there.
Whatever. Right.
Yeah.
But I have 3 warm-bodied boys in my house. Sorry, 1 man and 2 boys. But it's okay.
I'm reading the email. Do you wear a hoodie when it hits 75?
Yeah.
You walk around the house at night with hoodie?
I wear a hoodie at night, and it's like it's 72 in our house, and I'm like,
You wear a hoodie when it's 72
That's a
degrees.
good temperature. That's where we keep ours at night.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
I mean, it's comfortable to sleep, but
yeah,
to just sit there and then the fog's the window, and then you can't see outside, and then you want you're like kind of curious.
So your defense is it fogs the windows.
she wants to see outside. She wants to see the debris flying.
Let's save some energy.
Without getting too into your personal business, do you guys split the electric bill, or does one person pay it and the other one doesn't? Like my wife pays the electric bill because I pay something else.
So you can see where she would.
Yeah. So you all split it. So there's no reason financially where you should also not be for this as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of holes in your story.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Anybody else want to throw a last minute defense on your side? Anybody want to say anything? No.
I think I got all my information.
Okay. All right, Byron, if you can put them on hold. You have a wonderful couple here, Jay and Lauren. Jay said, listen, when the storm hits, I want to put the house down to about 60. So just in case the power goes out, I know it won't last long. At least we will be cool enough. Hopefully we can make it until they turn it on. Lauren's like, that's crazy. Why would you do that? In the years that we've dealt with it, we've only dealt with this one time. The house is freezing. We're walking around with blankets on. The kids are cold, and the electric bill can go up $1,000. Plus, the windows get foggy.
She makes valid points.
All right. This is real life stuff. They're going to be dealing with this. He'll probably start turning it down tonight.
It would have to be tonight because if it starts moving through on Wednesday morning, you don't know how quickly you'll lose power.
So there's a good chance that it can be 60 in their house for at least a day.
Day and a half, 2 days, yeah. Because if it never loses power, it won't pass us until Thursday evening. So yeah.
All right. If you side with Jay, tomorrow night or maybe later tonight, bam, he shuts it down to 60 to make sure that the family is comfortable just in case the power goes out. If you side with Lauren, no, they will not cool down the house, and they will deal with it as they may. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. If you want to text who you want to side with on the XL Mobile, is 41067. Get it in on social media, and if you watch it on the live stream, your votes count too. If you side with Jay, yes, he's turning the temperature down to make sure his family's cool just in case the power goes out. If you side with Lauren, nope, they'll just have to deal with it. Who do you side with? We'll find out and take some of your calls next right here on Johnny's House. Johnny's House 836, Hurricane Ian, Category 3 at this particular time. We'll have an update coming right here at the top of the hour, straight up around 9 o'clock. It's going to be mostly cloudy, 80% chance of a thunderstorm here with gusty winds up to 15 miles an hour. It is 77 right now. All right, the side takers is going on right now. You have a couple, Lauren and Jay. And Jay's thing is like, listen, when a hurricane is about to hit, what I like to do is turn the house down, the temperature down to about 60. Just in case we lose power, we'll stay cooler longer. Lauren hates the cold. She's from Arizona, says she walks around with a hoodie, and she says, no, that is too cold for the house to be. What we should do is just pretty much just sit it out. The electric bill could go up to $1,000, and all the windows get steamed up, and you can't see anything. They have 3 kids. Jay's thing is like, hey, listen, man, when it gets hot in here, those kids get irritable. And the wife's like, look, in the years that we've been here, we only lost power one time. Well, if you side with Jay, come tonight or tomorrow morning, he hits that AC and turns it down to 60. If you side with Lauren, then the thing will just stay the way it is, and they'll just have to ride out the storm. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We want to talk to you. Who do you side with on Side Takers? Julie, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Who do you side with, Julie?
I side with Lauren.
Please explain.
So being an Arizona girl living in Florida as well, I think that thankfully, like with the wind that we have here, it's not the same as like if you were to lose power over there. So definitely if you leave the house at like 72, like they said that's what their temperature was, I think that as long as you leave like the windows closed and stuff, I feel like that should keep it cold until they have to pull out the generator and their air conditioning. And then if the kids, start complaining, they could just be right in front of the portable AC and they should be good. I hope.
What is it about living in Arizona? Is that you just don't like cold?
It's just that the dry heat, like especially in the summer, like around this time, if you get wind, it's hot. So you don't get you don't get a break from outside or inside. Whereas at least here in Florida, you get like a nice little cold breeze coming from like the ocean and stuff. So it's different temperatures.
Hey, I can imagine walking around the house in 72 with hoodies and sweatpants. All right, Julie, we'll put you down for that, okay?
Thank you.
All right. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Jason, good morning.
Good morning.
Jason, who you side with in Side Takers?
I am siding with the husband.
Say, turn it down. Turn it down. Explain.
Turn it down.
Explain.
Man, if she's cold, she can always grab a couple extra blankets, man. She'll be all right. When it gets hot, you get agitated.
Yeah, I mean, you can bundle to fight cold. You can't do much to fight the heat.
The heat is bad, man. You just want to you walk around in your drawers and you're still not.
I feel like it wasn't just about like being cold though. It was like the money too.
Yeah, you said about $1,000. It could get up to that much.
I mean, yeah, the money can be a big issue, but
it could be.
If I get really cold, if I get really hot, I get so irritable. So do my kids. So
that's
my wife, she's always like, turn the heat up, and I'm just like, nope, it's going to 70.
All right, Jason, we'll put you down for that.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right, B, we're going raw, man. We're going raw.
Baby, I like it raw.
Say what?
Baby, I like it raw.
Say what? XL, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Georgia.
All right, Georgia, turn down anything you got in the background, okay? There you go.
Okay.
There you go, Georgia. Who do you side with, Georgia?
I side with the husband.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I side with the husband. I'm from New York, and I'm from the cold, so I can't take the heat. I would have to pump that up.
I can imagine. All right.
Pump it up.
All right, we'll put you down for that, okay?
All right, husband all the way.
All right, husband all the way. Ray, what they say? What they say?
The majority of people are siding with her, but sorry, I just refreshed. Somebody said, Jay, duh, it's the wisest thing to do. The electric bill won't change significantly because for a few hours being lowered, it's not going to make a difference.
Really?
That's what he said.
Works for the power company?
I don't know. I think they know their bill, but whatever.
Yeah, really. B, what they saying over there?
XMO, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact need a check. Call Dan Newland. He started out strong. He did. But it's starting to sway the other way.
Yeah.
Someone said, it sounds like this man does not know physics. He said, lowering the temp that low doesn't do any good. It's not how it works. And they said, why would you do that for, like, literally an hour's worth of comfort because it's going to go away pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
And
true.
my AC went out the other night, and I know it goes fast.
Yeah.
It went out, and it just climbed a degree like every 10 minutes.
Wow.
So it's not going to last very long.
And Chris, what are they saying on live stream?
We got Blade. He sides with Lauren because once that power goes out, that temperature is going to rise dramatically.
Yeah.
And we got Serena. I side with the mom. It's unnecessary. Just open windows or whatever. Suck it up, Buttercup. Where I come from, we don't have central AC in all the houses, so we just open up the windows and turn on the fans.
So he's supposed to suffer because you suffer.
Man,
Apparently.
people take that stuff personally.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up, Buttercup. All right, Jay and Lauren. Jay says, hey, this is what I need to do. Tonight, I need to drop the temperature about 60 just in case when the hurricane hits, we lose power. The house will be cool for a little while. The wife, Lauren, says, that's crazy. I'm from Arizona, and I'm cold all the time. Why are we going to do that? Because all it's going to do is run the bill up to about $1,000, and it makes the windows all foggy, and you can't see out. That's what she says. She says, leave the things the way it is. What you got?
Just text the mobile. This is dumb. Boo-hoo. Kids complaining maybe you shouldn't be a parent.
Dang!
Whoa.
Wow. 407-919-1067-877-919.
People are allowed to vent.
Really?
Ain't that serious?
Dang.
Give up your kids.
Yeah, really.
Wow.
We don't know what to do there to give up the kids. 407-919-1067-877-919-1067. Let's find out who you side with. We'll have the winner next right here on Johnny's House. 851 Orlando's number one hit music station. This is Johnny's House. Hurricane Ian update coming up in about 8 minutes at the top of the hour. But locally, 80% chance of a shower, gusty winds. Going to feel like it's 91 with a heat index, and it is 78 right now. Need to find a winner of side takers. You have Lauren and Jay. They're preparing for the storm. Jay's like, listen, I need to turn the house down to about 60 degrees just in case the power goes out. We'll be cool for just a little longer. Lauren's like, you crazy. That's insane. It never works. It only happened one time that the power did go out. Our electric bill can go up to about $1,000 doing it your way. And we also have a generator and did it say 2 portable?
Yeah.
Air conditioners that we can use. Plus, she's from Arizona, and she really doesn't like the cold. Now, this is very, very close, and the votes are in from the XL Mobile, the house phones, and social media. Lauren, you won, but Jay, how you feel?
Man, y'all crazy.
It was close.
I'm telling you right now, when I get all sweaty and nasty, I'm taking a picture and I'm sending it to the Facebook page, and then I'm coming to knocking on the door of the studio to get in the AC.
I understand where you're coming from. No one wants to be hot, but for some reason, they side with Lauren.
You started out ahead.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know what happened, but it flipped.
Lauren, how do you feel about this?
He could just frozen it and let it go. I'm really happy, but I will compromise because I do love my husband, and I'll bring it down a little bit more than I normally would let it.
Okay.
Nice.
There you go. There you go.
But, yeah, and I do have some really good teakwood smelling men's cologne that I'll just spray on the boys. All of them.
I just love it in the email because, Jay, you were like, I feel like you were so confident that you were going to win. You're like, I'm going to tell all of Florida that they agree with me.
No, they don't. They don't. That's the thing about side takers. You never know who they're going to side with, and they sided with Lauren. And here's the funny thing. It's happening right now. So, Jay, you're going to have to – I mean, look, when we hang up the phone, y'all going to do what you want to do anyway. But according to the listeners, as much as you want to turn that thing down to 60, you got to step away.
No, I'm a man of my word. I'm going to hold to it, but I'm going to still be mad at everybody.
Oh, I can imagine. And Lauren, get rid of them hoodies, girl. 72, come on.
Okay, 70. All right, fine.
All right. Well, listen, guys, be safe through the storm. It sounds like you're a fun little couple, and I appreciate you guys reaching out to us. And be careful and make sure you got everything you need for the storms, okay?
Definitely, y'all
You too. You too.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Yep.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Sound like a happy couple.
Yeah.
You know, they called
I
in.
agree.
Like they didn't compromise.
She said she would compromise.
I mean, that's good, though. I mean, as a couple, you should have fun like that.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't take it too seriously. But it doesn't make sense what he's trying to do, though.
I know.
And I really only know this because it just happened at my house. Like, it will go up a degree every 10 minutes. So what are you really getting comfort for, 30 minutes?
And the sad thing about it is that because my heat was out in my air was out last week. And once that heat hits in, man.
Yeah. It's like there's no going back for a while.
Bad. You're trying to find a breeze anywhere you can. It's so bad.
At least he has the setup. Like, he's got portable ACs and he's got, the generator. I would go sit in the car for a few hours versus leave my house on 60.
Goodness.
So,
all right. Don't forget, coming up top of the hour, we got a Hurricane Ian update. Ray also has celebrity news, and what are some things you're working on?
Charlize Theron is talking about an unsettling experience she had on set.
All right, we'll get into that. Johnny's House.
See this? Melbourne, Daytona Beach.
This is an FNN News alert. Hurricane Ian is a Category 3 hurricane with maximum sustained winds near 125 miles per hour. The storm currently moving over the western parts of Cuba and is expected to emerge over the southeastern Gulf of Mexico later this morning. Ian will pass west of the Florida Keys later today and approach the west coast of Florida tomorrow. Strengthening is expected later this morning as Ian emerges over the Gulf. Ian expected to be a major hurricane when it approaches the west coast of Florida. A hurricane warning in effect for Bonita Beach to Anclote River, including Tampa Bay and the Dry Tortugas. A storm surge warning in effect for the Anclote River southward to Flamingo and Tampa Bay. A tropical storm watch has been issued for the southeast coast of Florida from Deerfield Beach northward to Jupiter Inlet. School districts across the state closed today ahead of the storm. This has been an FNN News Alert. I'm Will Altoff.
I am Ed Sheeran.
This is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
106.7
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so Charlize Theron was speaking out about like this unsettling experience that she had in the early stages of her career. She was saying that the filmmaker on this movie, she didn't name exactly which one, had her attend multiple wardrobe fittings to make her look more effable on set.
That's the word he used?
That's the word that he used. She said she remembers this one movie, the male director who kept just bringing her in for fitting after fitting after fitting, and it was right in front of him, and it was early in her career. So she was like, okay, I'm starting to get what's happening, and I know that this isn't normal. And so she's just having some guy make her change in front of her over and over again. Now she's looking back, and she was like, it's just insane how that was allowed. So now she's got this like natural fight in her to create environments on set that feel like things she wished she had 30 years ago.
She didn't know any better. And I think in some cases, if you are a director and you have a vision, then you should have someone that they feel comfortable in front of or go back and change, not in front of the director.
Well, she got to a point where, like, not only this experience that she had in her early career, but she had another experience when she was filming Monster, which was, like,
that was here,
the lesbian movie with Christina Ricci or whatever. She was, like, after that, she launched her own production company. She launched her own production company. Was like, I refuse to work for some of these people now.
But that one, they had to ugly her up.
Because she was a prostitute.
Right. Yeah, but she was saying that, like,
at all.
The only reason why that experience like happened is because like the instead of like protecting her and Christina Ricci, it was just like it was all over the place behind the scenes.
Oh, I'm sure it's 100% worse in a lot of cases.
Yeah, so now she has got her own production company, and I mean she's got an upcoming film with Netflix coming out. It's called The School for Good and Evil, and that's October 21st if you want to see it.
Here's the thing, man. There's a lot of directors that are very good, but they're weird. Yes. And they have these crazy ways of doing things to get what they want out of the actor and actresses. And it's hard to, I mean, I guess you need to do research on who you're working with.
It's also really hard with Hollywood because it's a lot of it's classified as like art type stuff.
Exactly.
So you can't apply the rules in an insurance office that you apply to Hollywood. So when we hear these things, it's crazy. What do you mean change in front of you? That's show business. And I know it's
I mean,
it's uncomfortable sometimes.
The fact that he was like, I need to make you look more, you know, and the words that he used, it's like, oh, I
guess his thing as a director, he may have been saying, I need your character when they come on the screen that people want to be intimate with you. I don't know. Again, it was like Brian is saying.
Yeah.
It's a different world than what we live in. So while I think I could see where she's going, this is really weird for me. At the same time, it sounds way worse to the common person that doesn't work in that world.
If you work in a cubicle, you're like, okay, you're about to be fired and lose your job forever.
Yeah,
right.
Like that's absolutely true.
You know, if in a staff meeting, I need you to look more that way.
we got major problem.
Yeah, so Elon Musk, his legal team is going at it with the Twitter CEO.
Twitter, like, y'all want some money.
Well, I mean, it's all over the place because I don't know if there's like scheduling issues or communication issues because what they're saying is that Elon's attorneys flew out to the West Coast on Monday to meet with the Twitter CEO and have like the deposition for Twitter's lawsuit against Elon because Twitter is suing Elon Musk for not actually following through with buying the company.
Yeah.
Well, the Twitter CEO and his people did not show up on Monday. So what they're saying is that since they did not show up, it could be like in contempt for missing the depot. And so
why are they saying they didn't hang out?
So what they're saying is that they had a misunderstanding because they said that they were moving the deposition and rescheduling it for personal reasons.
Yeah.
But insisted that it was going to be later on in the week. But yet Elon's people still showed up and they didn't show up. So it's kind of like his word against my word.
Bad,
so
that's crazy.
Yeah, so Elon Musk was actually supposed to be at the deposition as well, but he sent his attorneys, and his attorneys are saying it's a lie that Elon was supposed to be there. It's just supposed to be the attorneys that were sitting down for the deposition. So now it's all going to be rescheduled for like October 17th. But his people, Twitter, could actually face a couple of like things before that lawsuit.
Have you ever been to a setting on a
Yes.
It's long and boring.
Yeah, I've had to give one before. It takes
really?
forever.
Forever.
It's the worst. Remember I was telling you that Nicki Minaj's press-on nail sold for $55,000?
Yes.
Somebody really paid for that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
$55,000 on eBay. Somebody purchased her press-on nail.
Wow.
Well, now at the Rolling Loud event that she was just performing at, somebody got a hold of some of her wig, like her hairpiece, and now they're selling that. And it's currently going for $12,000, and people are buying it and like bidding on it.
Man,
Is that crazy?
If I was Nicki Minaj's relative, I'd be walking around the house. What's that? Her sock? Yeah. Let's sell it.
I just take everything.
Everything.
Or if I'm Nicki, I'm now like losing stuff accidentally.
I
lost my toenail. Here
But
you
like
go.
you could see in the video that somebody like goes up and like pulls some of her like wig or pulls some of her hair out, and those are up for auction, $12,000 right now.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Like, are you that bored with all your money that
I know
that's what you have to buy?
And I can see if you wanted to clone her, but it's not even her hair; it's a wig.
I know.
Dang. All right, let's find out what's trending in the world next. Let's do it right here on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station, 908, where today is going to be a little breezy, 80% chance of a thunderstorm. Heat index of about 91. Hurricane Ian is a Category 3 on the way. Tomorrow we'll get way into more storm information. Get yourself prepared because a lot of stuff is about to go down. With all that going on, Brian, what is trending, man?
Well, Ian will be all over the news today.
All over.
So,
taking over.
There was a really good article from the Sentinel about how to prep if you're a newbie or if you're a vet.
Okay.
And I posted that online at xl1067.com.
Okay.
A little summary and a link to it so you can check that out because it's actually really good.
Okay.
It's also National Chocolate Milk Day.
Yum.
I'm good with that.
I'm a fan.
I like
good.
Yoo-hoo.
I'm a fan. That's not chocolate milk. It's National Corn. That's a chocolate drink.
He looks confused.
Have you ever seen chocolate milk be able to just sit on a shelf in 7-Eleven without being refrigerated for months at a time?
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair, true.
It's chocolate drink.
Facts.
It's delicious, but it's chocolate drink.
Okay.
It's also National Corned Beef Hash Day. Maybe there's a national.
Not my
chocolate drink
thing.
day. I don't know. Me either.
Not my thing.
No, me neither.
Ray, you down with that? Chris? No?
Nah. National Crush a Can Day. So if you drink out of a can today, crush it.
Crush the Can has a day, and Freak Nasty doesn't have a day.
So bad.
It is real bad.
Did you hear Megan Thee Stallion perform Freak Nasty at the iHeart? I'm like, this could be the theme song for our day.
I bet you if she submitted it, they would take it.
Yeah, they would take it.
It's actual National Scarf Day as well, and National Day of Forgiveness. So.
So that's the biggie.
Yeah.
That should be like a big one, National Forgiveness Day.
Yeah, that and Chocolate Milk Day.
Now, if we can associate Forgiveness Day with some type of alcohol, then it'll go global.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, usually after you have too much alcohol, then you have to have forgiveness. So maybe there's something there.
Sometimes you need that alcohol to ask somebody to forgive you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I watched this yesterday. NASA did crash their spacecraft into an asteroid successfully. So,
people think that there's something going on.
They say Earth was never actually in danger. It was a test of interplanetary defense systems.
They're not. This one was a test. The real one is out there.
So they launched a spacecraft 6.5 million miles, and they hit an object that was, I guess, 530 feet in diameter, the size they said of a stadium.
Okay. Oh wow.
Is what they said it was. So. They said they don't know if it's a complete success yet because they haven't determined if it actually knocked it off its course because they're measuring its orbit.
Yeah.
If it doesn't knock it off its course, then all you did was crash a very expensive satellite into.
Oh, so they didn't try to blow it up. They didn't have explosives on it.
No, they were just trying to knock it off of its path.
Hit it so hard that it's.
Yeah. So I saw the video. It was weird because it was like stop action. So to me, there's no proof that it hit anything. But
if you've ever seen a movie about space and whatever they do and they accomplish, they all start cheering and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When this thing hit that rock and it went black, they just went crazy. Yeah.
They did. They went nuts yesterday.
They did.
They were very, very excited about it. So, let's see what else is today. Orlando's the top of another list, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, almost to the top. We're at number 2.
Okay. What's
the list of the best cities for vegetarians and vegans.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, we've got a lot of different places.
Yeah. So they did it by affordability, diversity, accessibility, quality, and vegetarian lifestyle. Portland, Oregon came in at number 1. Orlando came in at number 2.
Okay.
So
I can see that.
We got a vegan friend, and we always set up for her when she comes over.
There's restaurants everywhere, that you can find vegan food and stuff like that.
It's pretty cool. And then the latest TikTok trend, this one I actually might try. It is called the butter board. You spread a bunch of softened butter on a cutting board, and then you add flavors to it, like whatever it is that you're into.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yes.
And then you slice that up, and you spread it on bread and eat it. That's from
yeah.
TikTok.
Ooh.
Yeah, you just take the bread and dip it on the board.
Yeah. So
I saw that.
That's actually a TikTok thing I would actually try.
Oh.
So
Sounds good.
butter boards are on TikTok.
You know what I saw when we were in Vegas? It was on ESPN, and it was a challenge where they take these steps, and it's all oily. It's greasy steps, and it's plastic, and you got to walk up them. It's a competition.
What?
And it was on ESPN.
I would do it.
It's called slippery steps or something.
I would do it.
It's the craziest
Are
thing.
they really running out of stuff to have on ESPN?
It was awful. As we was getting ready to leave, I'm watching. They had 3 divisions: men, kids, children.
Was it ESPN or ESPN the Ocho?
It seemed like it would be the Ocho.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, what is this? And they're white steps, and they have oil on it, and they throw it, and you get all the way up. Let's say Brian gets all the way up there, and I'm behind him. It's okay for me to pull his leg, and we all fall down.
Oh my gosh!
That's off of MXC, the Most Extreme
Challenge.
Really? They had
that show.
an event of that on that. Now it wasn't what you were watching, but that's where they got it.
MXC is so good.
And they had the kids division, and the kid wasn't afraid at all. He just went. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah, because kids are rubber people.
Yeah, they just walk right. They just walk right on up there.
They fall, they bounce.
It was the craziest thing. All right, when we come back, I'm going to ask the question: how many hurricanes have you lived through, and what advice do you have for those that are going through it for the very first time? Think about it. We're going to ask that question next on Johnny's House. 921 Johnny's house. Yes, Hurricane Ian is a Cat 3 that is passing Cuba right now. We'll start feeling the effects of it starting later on today, then throughout tomorrow, and then Thursday is the big weather day. But locally, we're going to get 15-mile-an-hour wind gusts today, 80% chance of those thunderstorms, and it's 78 right now. Question is, how many hurricanes have you gone through? And if you got some advice for people. And we realized that in talking to listeners this morning, if you miss anything, as long as that's not a problem, listen to the podcast later on this morning. A lot of people going through them for the first time and they're petrified. I think for me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 where they were actually to the point where you had to sit inside and hear the whoo, the crazy gusty winds and stuff like that. I think 4. And my suggestion is talk to someone if you're here for work or you got friends. Talk to someone who has lived through hurricanes before, because I'm sure for you, you're very nervous because every time you turn on any local TV or even getting on your social media and you got friends that where you're from are calling you, are you okay? Are you okay? And they're telling you these horrible things are going to happen. Some people in Florida are going to get hit hard. I mean, you're going to be hit with a Category 1 hurricane, and then it's going to be a lot of bad. For us, though, we're going to get a lot of wind. A lot of rain, some flooding, power outages, and if you got some trees in your house that they're ready to tip over at any time, they possible tree downs. But I would just say, just talk to some coworkers and friends and let them suggest something for you. Ray, how many have you been through?
I would say a good 4. 4? 4, yeah, 4 or 5.
Okay.
Just because that one year I feel like it was just so bad.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really have any good advice. I just don't want people to over panic. I think that's what we're kind of doing right now. But again, there's a lot of people that have never been through this before.
Yeah, that's why we try to keep it normal today, because we know for the next couple of days it's going to be information.
Yeah.
And everybody's being, you're being overloaded. I was listening last night. I won't say what station it was, but they just pretty much told this dude to talk.
Yeah.
And when you got stuff to talk about, you just start filling in
rambling.
Yes. And I'm sitting there going, that advice ain't good.
That clip that Brian has is my absolute favorite. So it's just
a couple years ago, and it was just like, this horrible storm is going to happen. And the thing is, it's like, hey, okay, so it didn't happen, but hey, don't be mad at it.
I know.
It was a good thing. You're like, no, you got everybody worked up for a couple of days. That kind of thing. B, how about you? How many have you gone through?
I think all of them since 79.
Yeah.
So, I can't even count.
Yeah.
I don't think about it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not ignoring it. And that's the thing that the Sentinel said. It said for newbies, don't panic or overreact. But for regulars, don't underreact.
Yeah.
So I try to stay right in the middle.
You make sure you got everything you need.
I don't see a scenario where we're, living like Will Smith in the I Am Legend movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a scenario where it's like that.
Yeah.
So
I lived through that. Hugo, way back in the day in Charlotte, I was without power for 6 days. And let me tell you something, that ain't fun at all.
No.
You got to take showers in the daytime and candles, and you're going to bed at 8 o'clock, and it's bad.
And that's where my advice comes in. Develop a network of people.
Yes.
Because not everyone is going to be without power.
Yeah.
So reach out and develop a network of people that you can go to if I need this, you have this, and if you need this, I have this.
Yeah.
If I lose power for a week, probably I'll stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
But if I don't, I know I can go take a shower at Ray's house if I need to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
develop a group of people that you guys can a network, and then you can take care of each other. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Chris, how many have you gone through?
I've been through 5 or 6, and piggybacking off what Brian just said, be neighborly. Like if someone loses power, kind of work out a system where you got this, I can give you this, kind of help each other out. Because it's scary going through things alone.
Yeah. You know what's really cool is we're watching Fox 35 in our studio because they come on when we're on, and they're on throughout the day, is there was a gentleman who was just going around filling up sandbags. I don't know if you ever filled a sandbag. That's work.
It is
It
such
is
a pain.
straight work.
Yeah.
And this guy was filling them up and just giving them to people. And it's like, let me pay you. He's like, no, I want to do this. So I think in situations like this, 2 things are going to happen. The good in people will come out. But the sad thing is the bad in people are going to come out.
See it in the stores all the time.
They're going to look at this as an opportunity. People are buying water not to take care of their families, but to sell it.
Yeah, because no one needs 8
No.
cases of water. Because you don't brush your teeth with bottled water. I mean, who are you, Elon Musk?
Yeah, really.
Put some water out of your tap in a jug.
Yep.
Because you brush your teeth with tap water anyway, and use that for your brushing and stuff, and just
Yep.
hold the water. You don't need 8 cases of water.
Yep. And so the good and the bad are going to come out. So we want to find out from you, how many hurricanes have you gone through, and what advice would you give someone who's dealing with it for the first time? For one of you, we're going to hook you up with $30 Tijuana Flats cash. Try all 5 new street corn favorites while you can. They're around for a limited time only. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. If you want to text, we can read it from there. We have an XL Mobile. It's 41067. Social media's up, live stream, all of that. We have so many ways for you to get in touch with us. We want to hook you up $30 Tijuana Flats cash. All you had to do, tell us how many hurricanes that you've gone through and what advice would you give someone going through it for the very first time. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. We'll listen to your advice when we get back here on Johnny's House. Ray, why do you always do that?
What?
It's 9:35, Orlando's number one hit music station, XL 106.7.
You guys were in the conversation too.
I had my headphones on. I didn't hear what you said.
Tell me what you said.
Because I'm engaged.
Don't you say that.
I will.
I'm locked in.
I know you. I can tell. Your eyes got big. I know you were. I know you were. 9:35 again. We'll have another update on Hurricane Ian coming up at the top of the hour. We're going to keep it as normal as we can today. Tomorrow we'll give you all storm information all day to make sure we all get through this thing together. 80% chance today. Gusting winds up to 15 miles an hour, and it is 80 right now. Want to find out how many hurricanes have you gone through, and some advice or suggestions that you would give to someone that is dealing with one for the very first time. Let's see. Sarah, good morning. Sarah. Hello.
I'm here.
All right,
Sorry.
Sarah, how many have you lived through?
I don't even know how many at this point. I'm from West Palm area. My husband's from Broward, born and raised. So we've been through them all.
And what suggestions would you have for someone dealing with it for the very first time?
Don't panic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't panic. Just get a couple of what you need. For us, I was saying it's our first time doing it as parents. So just making sure that we have the formula and food for the kids.
Oh, for sure.
Because we have a newborn and a 2-year-old.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. And I think that's
we're going to take this time to potty train, so we'll make a good use out of it.
You know what's funny is that I would say this to anybody. First, make sure you take care of the children just in case the power goes out. Just think about that, because you don't want to be unprepared for that moment. You really don't. All right. You hold on a second, okay?
Thank you.
All right. And Christy, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How many have you gone through?
I was born and raised here, so I also have been through a lot. But my first major one as an adult was for Charlie, and my 1 month old, and I learned real quick that we had to have water and we had to have electric because he was on a feeding tube at that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We needed power for that, and we were on well water, so we needed water.
Yes. Yes. And what suggestions would you have for someone going through the first time?
For the first time, I would say just get your bare necessities that you need and don't panic buy.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been panic buying stuff that, you might not really need.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, a lot of people going to gain weight because, once the storm is over, you still got them snacks.
Yeah.
You bought enough snacks for 3 weeks, y'all. You did not buy enough snacks for one day. And you're going to sit around and eat them snacks. I'm telling you.
With inflation, you ain't wasting them.
No, you're not. You waste no snacks.
Waste your money, that's for sure.
All right, you hold on a second. And Adela, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
All right, hurricanes you've gone through.
2 hurricanes.
And what advice you give to someone who was dealing with one for the first time?
I would say definitely reach out to your neighbors.
Yeah.
You have to get a circle around you, especially if they're local Floridians that have been here for it. It just helps you a lot.
Yeah.
And then as a parent, I would definitely say make sure that you have enough stuff to keep them entertained.
Yes.
Because if there's no power and you can't just go outside, I mean, there's only so much alcohol that you can have, but you need to have those kids entertained.
Yes, you got to have them entertained, or it's going to be and it's going to start getting hot too. So make sure. I like your advice. We're going to hook you up with $30 Tijuana Flats cash, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, hold on a second. B, what they saying over there, man?
Let's see. XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need a check. Call Dan Newland. Has someone who's been on the beach for 60 years, they said. They've been through all of them. They said, so be prepared and don't, be complacent. They said, also be nice to store workers.
Yes.
Because they're trying to help you.
Yes.
And a lot of times not getting their own stuff.
Yeah.
Because they don't just get to grab what they want.
Yeah, how you going to yell at someone at the register when they ain't got nothing to do with ordering the water?
It's messed up.
And they probably don't have water.
Yeah.
Because they can't go get it because you're getting it.
Mm-hmm. And Chris, what are they saying from the live stream?
We got Carmen. Put ice in your washer and use that for a cooler for big items, and then just treat this like a thunderstorm. Don't panic.
Yeah, don't panic. I think that's the overall key word is not to panic. Yeah. Just make sure keep it. You keep it here tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow morning, and we'll give you updates and as much information as we can. Pretty much tonight, it's about rolling in. Then tomorrow, and then Thursday, and then maybe Friday, things will start getting better. But we'll be here for you as long as they let us. Let's get out here, y'all. It's 9:39. 9:44, time for us to get out of here. You know what's about to happen, what's going on. Make sure you are prepared for whatever. One thing you can expect guaranteed, a lot of rain. If you live in an area that's flooding, that will happen. Power will go out in some areas. You can guarantee that. Anything else is up in the air. Miss Ray, what you got going on, man?
Just making sure that everything's ready for my house, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Chris, how about you, man?
Yeah, same thing, kind of doing some last-minute shopping, and then I'm going home and taking a nap.
Yeah,
Tired.
Brian, your wife says she's out at the store. It's crazy.
Woo, she's at Walmart. She said it's nuts.
A madhouse. All right. And B, how about you, bro?
I got to finish up some stuff here, and then I have to operate as if it's going to happen, and it's not going to happen. So I have to get everything ready for it to not happen.
Yep.
In case we just continue with life as normal, and everything ready for it to happen in case everything goes sideways. So I'm running parallel right now. Then I got to get my house stuff handled, and then I am planning on stopping by PDQ and Winter Garden today to check out the new stuff over there, and I'll grab some food. If I do that, I'll throw it up on the Facebook Live for you guys to check out. And then that's pretty much it. Back here tomorrow morning.
All right. So you know what's about to go down. Pay close attention. We're going to hand this thing over to Ryan Seacrest, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.